Ok, pues empezamos. Ahora mismo, espera un momento que arregle esto. Que se ha quedado trabado. Ahí está, ya está puesto en transmisión. Esto y acá. Ah, pues acá estamos, en directo ahora mismo. El último top 8 que nos queda. Que aquí vamos, acá ellos ya habrán empezado. Sí, habrán empezado. Así que ajustar el sonido. Ta 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 tan. Ta 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 na 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 tan 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 na 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 tan tan ta tan 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 na 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 na. Pero como digo, sean bienvenidos hoy a la transmisión Multistream, co-stream a la vez también, del último CPT online de la Capcom Pro Tour 2023, que es de la región de USA, Canadá, Midwest. Que de los 583 players que se registraron, hemos llegado a los últimos 8, y que de esos 8, solo uno se llevará la clasificación para la Capcom Cup, y el resto tendrá que peleársela en el Last Chance Qualifier, que es el 17 de febrero. Vamos a decir quiénes son los que están en Winners y quiénes son los que están en Losers. Por el lado de Winners, en este último top 8 de la Capcom Pro Tour tenemos a ZachinABox versus Sayff, que va a ser un USA contra Canadá, y posiblemente va a ser un Luke versus Ken, o un JP versus Ken. Y luego tenemos al runner de la Capcom, de la última Capcom Pro Tour de Street Fighter V, que fue Zhen, que ahora está en Canadá por estudios, contra Jack, que es Just a Kid, que va a ser un Juri versus DJ o JP. Luego, el lado de losers tenemos a dos de los que están ya clasificados, que son Umerogan primero contra Hamad, que Hamad ha sido el MVP del top 16 de ayer, ya que él fue el encargado de eliminar a Brian F, que usaba JP, y a Riddles, que usaba Luke, que llegó con su buen Honda. Así que tenemos Honda en top 8. Y luego tenemos a Dual Kevin versus Hsien, que va a ser un Luke versus DJ. Que por las dudas aviso que tanto Dual Kevin como Umerogan ya están clasificados para la Capcom Pro Tour. Ambos de ganar sus World Warriors. Umerogan de ganar el World Warrior de Canada East. Y el señor Dual Kevin por ganar el World Warrior de USA Midwest. Así que ellos están haciendo por gatekeepear y por el dinero, nada menos. Pero de igual forma, al estar ambos en losers, uno de ellos sí o sí se irá. O será Joe o será tú, Kevin. Ya de por sí, ellos dos tienen ambos rivales difíciles en este top 8. Que son, por el lado de Joe tiene a Hamad, que Hamad posiblemente pueda hacer la sorpresa y eliminar a Joe. Y Hsien, que puede hacer la sorpresa y eliminar a Dual Kevin. Pues eso lo veremos después. Así que vamos a empezar la transmisión. Están cubriendo lo que fue la Winners Final del penúltimo CPT, el CPT de US Canada East, que fue con la victoria de Nakdu. Este es uno de los eventos de Winners Finals, que fue Naji versus Banana Ken. Así que van a hacer un resumen rapidito de esta pelea en Winner Final de 15 minutos. Luego New Neutral los primeros 10 o 13 minutos. Y después empieza el conteo al último top 8. Este match, por las dudas, el de Banana Ken y Naji, fue decidido en el final round. El final round del Game 5. Que se fueron al 2-2. Or Ingrid, make your choice. Así que veamos. Esto no lo comentaré porque esto ya lo vimos, que fue la semana pasada, el CPT de US Canada East, que fue obviamente la victoria de Nakotu, que obviamente si ustedes quieren verlo, en YouTube pueden encontrar la lista de reproducción de CPT 2023 con todas las coberturas que hice. Algunas no las hice porque justamente recién empecé a hacer lo del tema de los multistream YouTube-Twitch. You know my choice. Ingrid. Naji estuvo cerca de enviar a Banana Ken a Losers. Porque si Banana Ken hubiera estado en Losers, posiblemente el resultado que hubiera pasado entre él y Nakotu, posiblemente hubiera sido victoria de Banana Ken. Y posiblemente Banana Ken le hubiera hecho reset a Naji y hubiera generado que Banana Ken se clasificara. Bueno. Bueno. Lo mata. Number one. Number one. Number one. Buah, el Banana Ken 2-1. El Nashi estuvo cerquísima de enviarlo a Losers. Pero por el amnesia y un grave error fatal que Naji cometió, le costó el puesto en Grand Finals Winner's Side. Ya. Uf. Nose up. Go. Pierce. Nose up. And through. Shall we?
That was a delay.
She moved big time.
Not jumping again, Najee. How are you reacting to these players? That was sick. That is so crucial for you to make that read. I really genuinely cannot tell you if it was a read or a reaction. It's close, perhaps. Again, just stuffing out these banana head, Najee. Just so on point.
It's been a real back and forth set. Right now, it's absolutely not.
Ow. Amnesia.
Backs off foot. Beautiful counter with the air grab.
Tácate. Nose up.
That was sick.
She is safe from burnout now. Anakin is hesitant to put out anything too big. Anything that would risk getting jumped in on or drive rushed in on. Hanging out. Looking to get his bar back. Jumps out. The rare no DP. Almost always Najee has that. But Anakin waited.
Oh, he extended with that dive kick and also at one
Juggle?
shot.
Not quite.
Imagine if it did.
Nose up.
Juggle chance yet again.
Sáquese.
Will he bring out the level 2? It's gonna come out.
You enjoy this.
Beautiful defense.
Se salvó de la conversión del level 2.
Right is enough damage.
Set point ahí había sido para Nashi, pero un error que cometió en este mismo match, que ustedes lo verán, que obviamente lo comenté a ese match, mientras lo veía en co-stream, le costó carísimo y le dio la victoria a Banana King para llevarlo al último game.
More forward movement by Bananakin rather than him being the one just zoning. He's moving in a lot. He
Quería hacerle el command throw ahí.
happened to do DP at the exact
Level 2.
right spot.
Damn, he's at
Overhead. No, no tenía vida.
Is what
Grave error haber usado el Dry Impact ahí el señor Naji.
get in the grand finals. Bananakin, as he did last round, starts it out well. More offense. It's not just about zoning for him. He wants to be active.
Yeah.
There's the corner, yes. All right, Bananakin knew it.
Oh, what a punish counter. How you rarely get to see that with him.
Again, moving in. That is where he has had success in this game.
Wow.
Big hit.
No, the overhead action connects. It's more than enough.
Muerto.
It is to the pin.
Terrible, grave error le costó a Nashi haber usado ese Dry Impact contra Banana Ken y eso le dio la victoria a él después en el Game 3.
I actually can't believe
Sí.
I already did.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the final episode of No Neutral for this season.
El último capítulo de Neutral con Brian F. y Roberto Televisión, Rob TV.
Coming up. I am Brian F. Joined with Rob. One last time, give it to us, please.
One more time for the season, Brian.
Roberto Televisión.
Hollywood!
Hollywood, Brian F. y Rob
Rob, what's up with
TV.
me? What's up with the Street Fighter CPT season? We're wrapping it up here. So
El último CPT
do
online.
some speculating. I think that's what the big fun is with any kind of sports, esports,
A ver,
it's fun
momento,
to
voy a
debate and
avisar.
speculate. Since we're near the very end, we have 2 qualification spots left, one with the CPT Midwest coming up right now, and then the LCQ right before. We're kind of getting the view of who is going to Capcom Cup, and it's time to decide which region is going to go the furthest in Capcom Cup. And this is a bit different, you know, than saying who's the furthest region on the planet. Because listen,
Ahí.
that's not even a fun debate
Perfecto.
anymore because Japan, you know, they've always been the best for so long. But, you know, every region is getting around 2 representatives. Now, there are some exceptions here based on, you know, offline events and some international intermingling, actually. But for the most part, you're getting 2 representatives per region. So Japan has 2 people sent over, actually 3 because, you know, they won one of those offline CPT events. And, you know, with those lines drawn, it's not guaranteed which region is going to go the furthest. In fact, if we take a look back, you know, Capcom Cup 2022, who do we have in grand finals? We have Mena RD, DR versus Zhen out of China, maybe Canada, you know, depending on where they are in the world at that time. You know, top 3 and top 5 includes America and UK. Going back to 2019, top 2 was USA, Phenom in 3rd, Japan showing up until 4th place with Mago. 2018, Japan's kind of dominating the top 3 positions with Gachikun taking it. 2017, we have Dominican Republic versus Japan, and then 2016 it's an All-American Grand Finals. So it's never really guaranteed which region we're going to have in these final top positions. So who do you have going the furthest? I mean, what regions do we think will get the furthest here, Rob?
You know, early on, a lot of people were talking about Latin America, especially Dominican Republic. And I think that is completely fair. I mean, you already know my favorite to win Capcom Cup this year is MENA RD. But when we say the furthest, we don't just mean if there was an aggregate between everybody in your region, for example. MENA RD qualified from there. Kaba is qualified from down there. Crossover, Juninho Ross, Seoul VNG, Kusanagi, Namikaze, hey, bro, Nero the Boxer, Dookie, Destroy God, Shaka the Simp, yo. And of course, MENA did qualify. MENA qualified from United States East.
Right.
But
that's where
actually, what is MENA? Is all the
MENA's
MENA
DR,
count as us going further, as NA going further, or
that's the funny thing. So we have a couple of instances of this. So MENA, he's competing out of the NAE, so he gobbles up one of the NA spots because MENA can go anywhere on the planet and take that qualification spot, but he had to do it to us, you know. But shout out to MENA for doing that. He qualified out of one of the hardest regions on the planet for sure. Then we also have players like Rain Pro, who was originally from Hong Kong. He moved over to the UK, and then he wasn't even allowed to compete in the World Warrior program because he had already started the World Warrior in Hong Kong. And comes to UK, he wins the CPT qualifier there and takes one of the spots. So out of UK, you have a Hong Kong player in Rain Pro, and then Ending Walker representing. So I mean, it's a little weird how you draw the lines. I think the players themselves have to tell you at the end of the day who they represent. That's would be my final say on it. And I think you ask MENA RD who he's representing.
We know.
It's in the name. It's in the name. It's in the blood. It's in the name.
Yeah, so MENA, of course, is a Latin American qualifier at the end of the day, specifically the Dominican Republic. So they got a strong case for me, Brian. I mean, we got to look at some of these other regions, but
I think Dominican Republic alone, if you decide to isolate them with Kaba, Crossover, and MENA, I think they're going to have a really high hit percentage. Depending on how the group stage falls, I wouldn't be surprised if all 3 of these players make it in the top 16. It would not be a surprise to me whatsoever.
At least MENA and Kaba in top 8. No disrespect to Crossover, that's my dog. I think he can make top 8 too. But I mean, of course, MENA and Kaba, the way he's looking right now, we just saw what he did in Street Fighter League, even in the finals and everything. Team Bandits.
Cup.
Even the fact that Fab Cup,
they won for team NA won, right? It was Knuckledew, Kaba, and MENA RD, and they represented NA in that tournament. And
Kaba had to beat Daigo and Takedo back to back.
I think he might have been MVP of that event. So I might have missed some of the matches, but from one of the highlights I've seen, it was Kaba doing a lot of heavy lifting for that team tournament.
They're super far for me. I would take it to another region outside of that. Let's go ahead. We brought it up a little bit. North America. Knuckledew is officially qualified at this point. We're going to skip MENA. Snake Eyes is qualified at this point. Nephew for the West Coast. Snake Eyes also West Coast. And then Joe Umerogan from Canada are all qualified for
We
Cup.
also have Mike X, who I think is one of the other Canadian qualifiers out of the World Warrior program. He qualified first, I think, out of the World Warrior regional program.
Right, with Ken.
He's continued to up his play, I think, over time. I've really noticed his growth. I wouldn't be surprised if Mike X actually makes some upsets as being like a lesser-known player out of a less viewed region and going far. And then Snake Eyes, dude. Like, Snake Eyes has got to be the biggest wrench in any bracket. Like,
I think
it's going to be so hard to call.
Interesting stories.
Oh, I mean, it could go either way, right? I mean, he could get hit with a bunch of really hard matchups that it just doesn't go his way, or he can overcome all the odds and go as far as possible, right? Like, I really feel like there's something brewing there that a lot of players will not be ready for. So, to me, I think NA's hard to call. I think getting due, though, is like having just such a solid foundation for having America go far. Due is a contender in the clutch. And yeah, but I think Dew is like the backbone of this right now to lead Team America, Team North America. Dew has been in this position so many times, and I think any player on the planet is looking at Dew and they're scared. To get them over that hump, right? I think Snake Eyes is of that caliber as well. Ice in his veins, super hardcore competitor, but a lot of characters are in the match of favor over Steve, so that they can try to exploit that, right? But with Dew, Guile is super strong in this game. Dew is even a stronger player. I would be terrified of Dew. So I think NA has a chance to nab a top spot for sure in Capcom Cup.
But if I had to put money on those two regions, Brian, even though I'm a homer, I think I would have Latin America going further than NA if I had to bet. If I'm doing a parlay, I'm having Latin America go further because of DR.
DR, I think, is having Meta and Kaba as like the two people holding you down for your region. That's a tough duo at the top. But let's talk about the big one a little bit here, because of course everyone is looking at Japan.
Japan.
But they only have 3 representatives in this bracket. So like we mentioned so many times, Japan, greatest depth of talent, so many killers who could have potentially qualified for these spots. But who do we have? We have Fudo, who dominated the end game with the World Warrior program in Japan and qualified with his DJ. Kawano, who came out of almost nowhere, right? Had a kind of a lackluster first half of the season for being the EVO 2022 champion. Lackluster for those standards, of course. But then he kicked it into high gear and won the CPT qualifier, and very, not totally dominant, but like it was clear that he was a cut ahead of the competition.
He was the best, yes.
He was the best that day for sure. But there was a bunch of 3-2 sets, but it was still evident that the way he was winning, he was setting the pace in those matches. And then Gachi-kun, who picked up Rashid, and he found his character. Gachi-kun he's that guy who needs to connect with his character. Former longtime Sagat main, then picked up the Rashid mantle, 2018 Capcom Cup champion. He gave us the Rashid baseball costume. He loves his character. He connects with them, picks him up, wins CPT Singapore. 3 amazing players to represent this region.
Hey man, I think
is it enough to go far?
You're missing the 4th Japanese player, the LCQ winner.
And can be 4.
Kakadu? We'll see. My goat coming back, please. Am I gonna have to crowdfund him to get him to force him to come out to the LCQ?
Wins
to
LCQ.
qualify? We'll see.
Yeah, bro. And this season, if anybody had to bet, you wouldn't. That's exactly where we're gonna go. We're gonna assume that would be Japan. Gachi-kun with that level 2 with Rashid, bro. That's tough for anybody to stop. He might be popping it
Especially
2 times in
tournament.
1 round.
Imagine group stages. If it's first to 2 in the group stages, like
come on, bro. What you gonna do when he
Rashid
pop
level
that?
2? Woo, like
Yeah,
you were
the
just
chances of you guessing right against that, bro. And then
and if
Kawano
you
just
guess wrong.
Kawano's been hot for so long. You got to remember, he just won EVO in the last EVO of Street Fighter 5. He's coming in, we see what happened with Kimono Michi. Then he comes back, wins that qualifier, beating his demon in Tokido, and then now he goes and qualifies from the hardest region in the world, the most talented region in the world. I can definitely see them moving. However, historically, Japan doesn't win Capcom Cups.
Right. 2018 was their year. It was Gachi-kun winning over Inabashi, and I believe Fujimura in 3rd, right? So that was like their strongest showing for Japan. Yeah, it actually hasn't always been Japan's tournament. A lot of key players go far, and they always have the most representatives in the bracket. Like
And I was about to say, I'm glad you bring that up, because
they've had usually 50% of the bracket is from Japan, around that number, right? And even then, it's not guaranteed that Japan is even in grand finals. And this time there's only 3 out of 48.
I'm not sure exactly why, but yeah, that is how it typically turns out, and it was the same thing even last year. And yeah, even last year, grand finals we had Dominican Republic versus China with Mena versus Zhen. So I still at this point will have Latin America in 1st place. I don't know if you agree with that up to this point.
I agree with you up to this point until we get to another region here. Now, this one's going to have the highest batting percentage is my bet. I'm talking about, of course, Middle East, UAE. The Birds, man. The Birds are coming in strong. If you're talking about having the highest,
Angry Birdo.
the best performing roster overall, I mean, you got 2
Angry Birdo y Big Birdo.
my favorite to win the whole thing, of course, an Angry Bird. And Big Bird, I think if he has a good day, I think his character Marissa has a few more bad matchups to deal with, so it's a bit more volatile for a character like that. But Big Bird is of that caliber as well. I think those 2 players are so set to go super deep in this bracket. So I think there's a huge case to be made for those 2 players making it all the way to top 8 and beyond.
Lowered and tied for 1st place with
No.
Big Bird and Angry Bird, if not in 1st place. Like Angry Bird, like you said, might win the whole tournament. And as far as them versus Latin America, we're gonna tie Mena and Angry Bird, but then Kaba and Big Bird.
I mean, we saw what Big Bird did to Kaba. Like, show that confused look of, wait a minute, what happened to my life?
Oh, ese momento.
That's how gonna go every time, but you know, just a funny recent interaction between the two.
But that even might be mental damage.
Hopefully he can brush it off before.
La cara que puso el Cava cuando el último píxel de vida le quedó a, a la Marisa de... No, al Gail de Cava, cuando la Marisa de Big Bear le pegó el level 3.
Big Bird being more successful overall, but I think Kaba had an amazing performance at Fab Cup in the LCQ bracket and also winning it for Team NA in the end. Street Fighter League, you know, it's Bandits won the whole thing. But head to head, it's hard to call. I think they've actually had kind of comparable years, but I think Big Bird got to give it to him overall for winning Red Bull Kumite early on. Big Bird also didn't have an amazing Evo. I think Kaba had a better Evo. I think he got 13th or 9th. Like, he went very far in the bracket as well. So both these players have been doing spectacular, so it's really hard to call. They've actually had a really phenomenal year for both of them. So Capcom Cup, it'll be interesting to see how these two stack up with each other.
All right, so for now, I'm just going to have them tied for first place right now. Latin America and Middle East, even though that's a soft cop-out, but that's hard to call.
Europe.
I want to bring in one more region, or maybe even two, but at least this one. So let's go ahead then. Let's go straight to the big dog. In the past, saying the big dog, we would have said the UK, which is still godlike. Do not get me...
Rhyme Pro y Ending Walker.
Big dog here to me might be France. France, Mr.
Valmaster.
And Valmaster? That is an insane duo. And then Valmaster, dude, he is special. He is on something different this year. And of course, he has been nice. But of course, when he almost won France, and then he goes and loses in winners finals and loses again in losers finals, it was like, dang, that might be it for him.
Lo de esto de acá fue una paliza en el World Warrior Finals de Francia. Valmaster destruyó a Crimson 6-0.
And his play style is so solid. I think that it's more reliable in these big high pressure situations. So I think France, I would put them at like number 2 underneath those other two regions that we brought up. So
both of those two players have historically done really well at Capcom Cup as well. Even Valmaster back in the Street Fighter 4 days. Like if people, I feel like for some reason he's been a little bit under the radar and North American audiences for so long. And like you said, there was a gap in his Street Fighter 5 playing before coming back at the end of 2022 and cooking it up again at the world stage. You know, grand finals against Ending Walker at UFA as well, and going really far against UFA again this year. So
because we trigger robbery.
He's such a strong player, and he's adding JP to his arsenal as well. So maybe you have a Chun JP. That's a nasty duo of characters. And then are people ready for a sim of Mr. Crimson's caliber? You never know. But you know, there's another Europe region that often gets a lot of shine. It's a little strange this year because we mentioned a little bit earlier. We have, of course, the prodigy of Street Fighter, Ending Walker, representing.
Ending Walker!
5th place, I believe, at Capcom Cup 2022, only losing to Mena RD and IDOM, you know, the champion and the 2019 champion. So that's an amazing run. And he's been dominating in Street Fighter 5 at the end game there. Street Fighter 6, now he picks up Ryu to his arsenal, using DJ as well, using Ken, Honda, all these characters, qualifies primarily with Ryu in the regional finals. I think he has a shot to go super far. I don't know if it's the same shot he had rocking Ed in the endgame of Street Fighter 5 because of how strong that character was, and also how no one on the planet would be prepared for an Ed of that caliber. That is definitely a strong factor to have going into it. Now, if he's using characters like DJ, it's extremely strong character, but people are going to be ready for that. Ryu, decent character. People might also, I think he might have some more matchup unfamiliarity rocking Ryu at that level. So it'll be interesting to see if he can repeat his success at this year's Capcom Cup.
All right, make sure y'all let us know who you think is going to make it the furthest as far as the overall region in Capcom Cup. Did we miss anyone? Did you agree, disagree? Make sure you let us know. No matter what, I notice you can agree with us on this. We are excited to finally have the first Capcom Cup for Street Fighter 6. It's been a long road, and it is finally time. Somebody is going to walk away
Ok, se viene el último corte comercial antes de empezar el último top 8. US, Canada, Midwest. Así que nos vemos en breve. Ok, seguimos. Aunque esto ya empieza en breve, entre unos minutos. Así que a prepararse, que se viene todo. Ay, no puede ser. Ay, pensé que no estaba funcionando el restream, pero sí funciona. Ah. Ok. Tan 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 tan. Edward.
You're really making all of this.
Chipotle. Chipotle.
Hand mashed, the chips are hand tossed, and everything is made fresh.
You make it fresh every day.
Yes, every day. The Chipotle way is we make it fresh every day.
Sounds delicious.
He was obsessed, you see, with finding an appropriate vessel for this power.
Fight with all your heart! We are supporting Capcom Cup 10 with a total prize pool of over $2 million. It's showtime, baby! Idol! Takes it over Idol! You ready? You don't want to miss it! Let him go! Look at the damage! Look at that damage! Now's not the time for jokes.
There's a 2 times. Menardo. Menardo. Menardo.
And welcome to the CPT.
Sain Cola y Ringe.
8 online premiere. It's the last one. We'll see who gets it done. That's a fire and flame all the way
Sain
through.
Cola.
Listen, my name is Sain Cola. I'm joined by my guy Ringe. My dude is hot, bro.
Already know.
Talk to me.
We got the 8 best of the mid best to determine
De los
who's gonna win the
583
Capcom
estamos
Cup
con los
to get
últimos
chance for
8
the milli, but of course,
del último
talk to me
CPT
more, some
online
action. I highly
que queda de la
recommend
Capcom
checking
Pro
out the
Tour.
pod. If you didn't catch the action yesterday because we saw some fan favorites get taken down, we saw some familiar names make it through, but we got 2 Capcom Cup qualifiers already in this bracket in losers. That just shows you how hungry these people that haven't qualified are.
That's 100% right. And that also, you know, sets up a little bit of the storylines that we're going to have coming through. ZachinABox was the one that took down Kevin. We saw that at the very beginning of the day. Sayff staying solid and moving through the top 8 spot. And we see a lot of consistency in this top 8 spots too as well. Jack is out here. They're playing another CPT qualification. Zhen trying to get in, not to the LCQ, but out here. Then we have Dual Kevin sitting in losers, trying to get
Lo mismo que Umerogan. Así va a ser el primer match. Zachin versus Sayff. Luego Jack contra Zhen. Luego Kevin versus Hsien en losers. Y luego Umerogan Hamad.
Also another qualified person, but at the bottom sits a Honda.
a Honda, Hamad.
Ricardo
Very solid
Edmond
fighting player
Honda.
from back now, back in from Street Fighter 4 and on, I believe even before that. But Hamad, what he really did beyond
Con
taking down
Ricardo
Honda
Honda.
was the fact that he
No,
took down a
con
JP
Edmond
and a Luke
Honda.
to get here, right? And
El
Umerogan,
Honda.
who said
Oh,
might be the best player
boy.
of the region, and he's rocking the Luke as well. Very well versed, has plenty of high-level competition. We'll see how Hamad responds to him.
I'm definitely curious to see what's going to be going down. There's a lot of variants coming through, a lot of storylines, a lot of people that have picked their favorites. I've seen people say Umerogan. When it comes down to tournament results, it's him.
Yeah.
When it comes down to in terms of like history, maybe Jack, because he's got below top 8. He's already qualified previously.
A lot of accolades.
Yeah, Sayff recently been on the teams. I saw Chris Satarian say, "Hey man, this dude's Ken is sick, and if Chris T is saying it, he knows."
That's what I'm saying. I feel like as a player of Ken and other characters, a lot of the times I want to give props to other players that are playing my character, unless they're really doing it right. You feel me?
Really doing it.
So the fact that Chris T took some time to publicly say, like, if ZachinABox doesn't stop Sayff here at the first bet, I think Dual Kevin's the only one that's got a chance because Sayff is looking that clean. So we'll see, man. We'll see. I'm definitely excited for that one. But as you mentioned, Jack.
Tenemos Honda, pero desgraciadamente en losers.
Always competing in CPT. But Zhen, on the other hand, an incredible story last year with winning the LCQ at Capcom Cup, going all the way to get onto second place. He's used to the lights, the glitz, and the glamour as well. But of course, we are playing for more than just the Capcom Cup qualifying spot today. We got a prize
Esto se va a poner
on the line
buenísimo.
of course, first place getting 25,
Viene el primer match
second place
y obviamente,
100,
como todos los
500,
CPTs top 8,
respectively.
And this is all
todos estos eventos van a ser FT3, al mejor de 3.
sitting at Capcom Cup.
Viene el primer match, que es Zachin versus Sayff, que esto va a ser un Ken versus Luke o JP, ya que Zachin usó un JP para enviar a Dual Kevin a losers.
Is what they're looking forward to.
Oh man, indeed, bro. Like
Only
you
a couple
said,
weeks, man.
only a couple of
It's
weeks
like
away.
Christmas.
This is our last Capcom Pro Tour Online regional premiere, right? We're gonna crown one of the last people that's actually gonna be playing in Capcom Cup. That means all the fantasy brackets can start. We'll see what's gonna happen, of course, and we gotta wait on that last LCQ member. But man, this is gonna be such a good time. I can feel the electricity in the air. The Midwest has only continued to put themselves on the map more and more in this era of streaming and the fighting games being much more in a spotlight. And I love seeing everybody rise to the occasion like this. And I really like it because we get to see innovative players, and I think like players that kind of come out of the woodwork, right? Like Umerogan really came out of the woodwork for me. Started off, I only knew him as a stream monster, came and translated his performances to online tournaments to offline tournaments.
In Street Fighter 5.
Yeah, exactly. In Street Fighter 5, and he's carried it to Street Fighter 6. Dual Kevin, who has been grinding for a very long time, obviously also started in Marvel, didn't really play that much Street Fighter, has grown to be such a great Street Fighter 5 player, great Street Fighter 6 player.
Right.
Jack, as you mentioned as well, all these players that have just kind of come up in this recent era. It's really dope to see. And then you throw Zhen in the mix. That's going to just turn everything on its head.
Man's done with college for right now, is on break, so he's looking to break some people's legs and things like that with that sway play. We'll see what happens with that, but gotta go give some love to Hsien, who I haven't seen in a long time. Didn't really play a lot of 5, he played a lot of 4, was known out there, but in 6 is doing something different. He has been rummaging through people's MR. You see him online if you were in this region. You hate seeing him. You hate playing him because he's so good with that DJ play. He can cause a lot of upsets. He may be able to take it. Again, he was in that top spot for the World Warrior. And they're, speaking of the World Warrior, not having the same players out here is kind of that cool shakeup that I like to see. That means there's even more people rising to the occasion. They're like, okay, I didn't get what I wanted at the World Warrior event. Let me come out here for this last chance, this one final one. And now we have our top 8 situated. We're going to be having ZachinABox and Sayff very first as our first match. We'll see if ZachinABox can come through and take down Sayff, or if Sayff will stay solid. Again, because disparaging. Not that much this time. Actually, that's not terrible.
It's
28.
Man, these fellas been around for a while.
33 versus 28
I
años.
know him. He played Street Fighter 5. We got to see him at the Intel World Online, do a lot of work. But ZachinABox, I've seen come up quite a bit. I just hung around him at tournaments before and whatnot, repping the Yaru crew, obviously, big ups.
Much love.
And I want to see what he's got to bring to the table today, because we thought he was going to play the Luke yesterday. We thought it was going to be a mirror with Dual Kevin. He brought out the JP. We'll see if he's going with
Luke versus Ken or JP.
First, I want to hear what he has to say about this matchup. Let's get to his quote.
A ver.
Oh, Sayff knows how to put some great pressure on, especially with Ken. One wrong move, I could end up in the corner guessing immediately. Luckily, I picked up a secondary that can make you guess on your offense too. Let the dice rolling begin.
I love that energy. You gotta guess on my wake up.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you gotta
you
guess
think
on
you
my
got
wake up.
Oki because I got knocked out?
I played that game too. playing some things too. ZachinABox, as you said, showing out the JP yesterday was a very surprise pick. I've seen him, you know, piece up Ramsey. Sorry, man, I got to call you out because you posted the dang clip. He was piecing him up with a JP, and I was like, okay, so he's got a JP. But tournament level, ready. Yeah. Took down dual Kevin. Did not expect that. Many people didn't either. So I'm guessing he will, as he quote says, will run the JP. And it's a good matchup. I think it's a good matchup for JP. Does well in the mid-range. He's got great button stand.
Absolutely.
Stand medium punch. You see Angry Bird hating that matchup.
Yeah, I made a whole video about how to fight JP and whatnot. Definitely. And it's interesting because ZachinABox, he said, right, like he's definitely going with the JP because how dangerous it is to actually throw him in the corner if he has that OD amnesia.
You guess wrong, you're going to get pieced up.
Exactly. Ken has such tremendous corner carry with the run Tatsu, and almost all of his combos have great corner carry. So the fact that Zach can still threaten with that, that's going to be a big part of how we see this play out, right?
Así que Zachin va a ir por el JP. Obviamente para los hardest matchups va a usar JP y para los más fáciles va a usar el Luke.
You have to read the player's intentions. Even more important right now. Not just jab. Yeah, counter hit combo with that stand light kick right after that. Reversal jab to start off the party. You have more variance in those wake up options because of that illusion. Finds a stand pierce against a crouching medium kick. Left button. We're talking about that stand pierce though.
Exactly. You know, you talked about his strength in the mid range. You saw it exactly there. That crouch medium kick. That's where Ken's love to live. But to get into that range, stand fierce actually outranges the crouch medium kick a little bit. So you are very much in danger.
Back up that perfect too. Amnesia comes out. Time to guess. Not even
I like it.
Throw. Take out. Don't deter Sayff though.
Yeah, you're just going with the driver's medium kick. This time he does with punish. And keep it nice and simple. He doesn't have too much dry mirror to work with. Already canceled into the Jinrai. Tick throw as well. What's that going to do? Oh, just takes the throw and Sayff. He's starting off the reads well.
2 throws. That's a loop.
Yeah.
That's a Joey. First round to Sayff. Understanding how to deal with it here. Very pivotal. Now Zach getting aggressive as you should use the JP. Having the great buttons. They're fantastic. They get so much off. You know, you might as well go in and get aggressive.
Ooh, the fierce run cancel. He just trying to throw afterwards. I wonder if an attack would have caught Zach trying to guess which side it was on.
You enjoyed this.
Yeah, like he got the parry off, so he's going to be able to weather that storm. Not too much netted from Zach.
The overhead, Zach's drop gauge is leading right now. He goes to that level 3 to make sure to
For now.
Now, Amnesia still in this matchup just has to be a little bit worked out differently.
Yeah, exactly. He can use regular Amnesia, which of course does counter attacks, won't counter throws, but definitely a threat, especially against the DI, but we don't see it this time. We did see it yesterday to counter DI.
No, que dropeo.
He's also low on the drive meter.
Can he get that OD off? Can he get an OD off the that drive gauge? Oh, what?
Dragon Lash 1-0 para Sayff.
And that's the first one. And I still that option anyway. Like in that distance, we've seen fireballs and things like that from Zach. That will cut through that.
Absolutely. And Zach, he was only a couple of moves away from getting another level 2. It could have been really disastrous.
Kill this character. Don't leave him alive.
Yeah, any chance he gets. I love the perfect parry walk forward. He's able to trade the second time. Oh, but he is starting to catch onto the run step kick. We got a DI counter.
Pierce, departure of course. Gets hit, and this is why the fireball game has to be so important for this character. Things like the drive rush button will catch you lacking and slacking. Oh yeah, let's get cracking. Double Jinrai, ends it with a DP. No OD for the finish, but it'll go for that for the overhead either way.
Yeah, ask Christine, what's like the most underrated move for Ken? That's like really good, but you don't hear people talk about. He said OD Jinrai. You see how quick the overhead can come through right there. But just in general, I love the way Sayff played that route. He also had the projectile meaty to counter if Zach woke up with level 1 or OD amnesia.
Combo.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is the true block stream version of the way he started, but he just moved the overhead. He ended up getting tagged at the end regardless. Sayff thought it was over, but a little bit premature.
Like kick, it's a side switch. OD Jinrai, normal Jinrai into the level 3. Yeah, let's maul that drive gauge viciously.
Oh yeah. And Zach, he doesn't have any super to counter with either, so he's got the bed or block. Yeah, he just blocks it out. Nice job with the jump back to keep him locked in the corner.
Bail, can't leave. Jumping, he does have the jump, Pierce. Good angle, Jinrai, DT, ender, of course. Sayff is dropping this. I really like seeing it.
He is looking extremely clean to start this set. Already of 1-0. He's on the verge of taking game 2. So yeah, Zach has been looking for more of that. He does get the step kick punish this time. A little bit too close. Oh no! Yeah, Sayff is starting to catch on to when he likes to do these stand fierces. Just a very well-timed drive rush to get right behind it for the punish.
You see a lot of people being upset about that button. Oh, freedom buttons to be upset about. Crouching medium punch against the lash. But then again, round start lash, not so good. Oh, D just sends it out. Hold on now.
These perfect parries into dragon lashes like this, Sayff is actually super clean, man.
He actually is, bro. Chris T was spit.
Yeah, it was extremely good intel from the side of Chris T.
I do like live rush against like these.
No.
Don't like that.
Dropeó el combo, desgraciadamente, el señor Zachin.
Here actually does get to the other side safely. See, he's playing patient, wants to put a little bit of attack on him just to build some more.
Shoryuken. Bien.
Oh, and speaking of risk, tries the OD amnesia finally.
Burnout.
Oh,
Lo mata, lo mata, lo mata. Set point para Sayff para irse a Winners Finals.
Listen, it's not like Zach don't have in practice. He got Earl is great, but Sayff in the way that he is structuring his offense and he took the perfect carry from the OD lashes right after is something different. Switch it up.
And Zach, he's starting to counter the step kick pressure.
Shoryurepa.
An interrupt there. But nonetheless, I love that he's starting to switch up the Jinrai rhythm as well, so he can't just autopilot into a defensive position.
Burnout.
Burns him out with just fierce after fierce.
Oh my God.
Level 3.
Hits him with a level 3. This is terrible. So, Sayff gets a ton of bar back. Zach still in burnout. He does have level 1 and level 3 if need be. 4 defense. Can he find a gap?
You enjoy this.
I like that, yeah. Oh, too far away to combo.
Dropeó el combo. No, esto es GG ya.
Jumps. Oh, no, but the drive rush is there. He doesn't choose for a juggle point option.
Back with bar is Zach. It's still doable. Difficult though. The trade. Dash up, deny with the crouching medium punch applied. Fantastic.
Zach is almost at another level 2 here, yeah. Make him block a couple of projectiles.
Hold the toe tap. Got a counter hit.
Perfect parry.
He knew what to do. That's what smart vision.
Lo mata. Finalmente despertó el señor Zachina. Pero de igual forma esto es set point para Sayff. A punto de enviar a Zachina a losers. Y Zachina tendrá que pelear al que gane después de del señor Dual Kevin. Dual Kevin versus Hsien.
Oh yeah. Oh, just goes with a low this time. We saw the overhead option off the target combo previously.
No, Zapa.
Careful of the departure. Actually presses after the stand heavy kick, side switch, frame kill for the low.
Lo hace por el Oki. Haber hecho eso es por el Oki. Qué buena. Así le evitó. No, dropeó el combo. Ay, no, no le sirvió.
Scrambling into this round so far. Sayff still staying alive somehow. Zach in burnout. Trying to jump away. Wants to play this carefully. Oh.
Bien, 2-1. Despertó finalmente.
Medium punch. So good.
2-1.
Just inch your way forward, advance on him. That's a move
Momento.
stop you in your tracks.
Zach is in burnout, so Matrix with the start the
definitely.
Was denied against that jumping medium punch. A lot of pointed out. Zach played defensively, getting aggressive and better with the fireballs too as well. Hard to read. I'd like to see some more OD fireballs from the side of Sayff. He'll just drive rush in. Doesn't get the enhanced Tatsu follow. That would have been sick.
Again, unfortunate. Does throw the sweep out of it. Connects, gives him a bit of a hard knockdown, but he's just satisfied with the Jinrai pressure. We get more crouch fierce anti-airs as well. We don't see too many DPs from Sayff. Roll caught reach, and I like the parry afterwards, but no punish. Unfortunate.
Crouch fierce works out this time.
It's been looking good. It only really lost once. So, but, you know, once can be enough.
Especially against JP. Off the fake out, does get hit with the 4-piece. We drive rush him with the crouching medium kick. Backs up with a stand fierce. You see the minute walk back.
Man. Okay, especially in a scramble like that, Kens love pressing the crouch medium kick. That's what they want to do. You see it back to back right there, the second one hitting. So the fact that you can kind of lure them into that while using stand fierce, it's a great tactic for JPs. Oh, wow, front throw. I was just putting it back into the corner. Level 2 here. Preserve his own drive gauge a bit.
Defense. So good to not get hit with those ghastly ghosts. OD fireball. Perfect parry. Punish. He's so ready. Zach staving off that point, looking to go game to game, fan to fan with Sayff.
His whiff into parry has been saving Zach, and there's the crouch fierce losing again. We saw that when he got neutral jumped on, he was able to parry on the incoming, and then right there as well after the whiff crouch medium kick, he immediately parried. We got an OD amnesia, but off a drive rush jab, it's going to be safe. Oh, beautiful.
Punish. Waiting for that button. Double to get this bar back. What's in the one? Got the punch in the corner too as well, so this is not terrible. into play here. Get out illusion, dash up throw, then heavy kick, keep the punish counter.
Yeah, interesting on this thing, heavy kick. Does get him again, just commits to the Jinrai and then the stand
Ok, parece ser que Zachina logró llevarse otro round. Take the throw, otra vez con los throw loops.
Stand
Oh.
cancel. Oh, careful now. You gotta make him roll the dice. He finds the stand piece, he finds the confirm. Drop rushes in for more pressure, he backs up, maybe looking for a reversal. Nothing home. Just like it's every deadly to deal with the pressures as he mentioned. No, he's working out. Oh, the finesse and bless.
No, no vino nadie.
Satisfied with the Jinrai. I'm a little surprised by that. Sayff had a lot of drive here to extend. Oh, he's gonna use it now though. Yeah, double
Lo
drive
mata.
rush as long as you clean this one up. Sayff in winners finals for Midwest
Sí.
CPT.
Zachina a losers.
Sayff moving on 3-1. ZachinABox able to take a game.
3-1.
You know, Sayff definitely has a lot of JP practice when we talk about like flux waves, other people that are up there.
Sayff en Winners Finals garantizado. O sea, tiene top 3 garantizado. Pero ahora tiene que esperar al que gane ahora de Zhen versus Jack. Just a Kid. El que gane de ellos se enfrentará a Sayff en Winners Finals.
That was really good. I definitely like some of what we saw from Zach as we saw the DI to counter the step kick. He had a couple of good answers to that, forced Sayff to do something else from that range. We didn't see a lot of step kick later on in the set. I didn't feel like he didn't let enough OD amnesia. I would have liked to see him threaten with it a little bit more, especially. Maybe he was trying to play mind games with a quote, you know what I mean? Could have been one of those things. I get it for sure.
For sure.
And then like the level 2 activations. I liked some of them from Zach, but I know like if you do it off the target combo, you can kind of like true block stream them into a really hard to get situation. And he just never really got close enough to do the target combo in the level 2, it felt like. So if he could get into that range maybe a little bit more, it would have been a different story. But nonetheless, Sayff played it extremely clean. The Jinrai pressure, as you mentioned, just continued to harass him. And when you apply that type of pressure, that's what Zach talked about in his quote as well, right? He was like, the pressure Sayff can apply is overwhelming sometimes.
Consistent.
And that's what we saw.
We'll see more matches, of course. Jack coming up against Jin, or whatever that will be fighting in those finals. For a lot of people, this winner side will determine who takes it in terms of qualification.
Vamos aquí.
And we'll see if that actually goes down. You know, you see people in the bottom, they are qualified.
Acá bien. Y acá bien.
Moist's own Jack versus Jin. This is a
Jack
battle
versus
of
Zhen.
young guns. This is going to be a battle of Juri
DJ versus Juri.
DJ. We'll see what happens here. I'd like to see what Jack has got to say.
¿Qué quiere decir Jack?
From the
Jack.
22-year-old veteran.
Veteran. Really good, really good player and whatnot, but I'm locked in. Let's get this dub once again. First of all, bars. Second of all, you can't be stealing Noah's line, bro. You can't be taking Noah's line like that, man. So I'm locked in.
Noah will see you outside about taking this material. I'll tell you that much. But right here, the fact that he said really good player and whatnot, the whatnot put it over the top.
Whatnot, you know, a little bit. I may have gotten top 8 at some point. I may have qualified last year.
Yeah, you know.
I may have been cooking up.
May have put the Midwest team on my back at combo breaker. You know
may
what I'm
have.
saying?
May have just been him. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we'll see what he does. Like
Attribute.
New arena. We'll see what happens. And Jin is the LCQ champion.
Yeah,
I've never
boy.
seen someone rock an LCQ like that in my life for any game. That is level that cannot be, unless it's this Capcom Cup, cannot be understated.
He truly has the young man power. Where like he doesn't understand consequence. You know what I mean? Like
no
he
fear in his heart. He don't pay taxes yet.
He don't like
he don't pay his own
that.
insurance.
Like, like
well, he's Canadian. He don't have to pay that anyway.
Yeah. Salute to our fellow Canadians out there. I don't know why I said fellow. I'm not Canadian. But anyway, Jen's a great player, and to me, he's the king of disrespect. Like we said, he has no fear of consequences. He's willing
Aquí
to press
vamos.
on these minus
DJ
rates.
versus
He loves
Juri.
mind gaming you with the sway
Payama
cancels.
Juri.
Like he is that dude. He is gonna DP you on -2. He might just jab on -2. He doesn't care. So
Y aquí
we're
empezamos.
gonna see how Jack is
Fight.
kind of affected by that. If you let that get to
Zhen
you, it can really
versus Jack.
snowball
El que gane
in
aquí
opposite direction.
You know, Jack definitely
ya tiene garantizado la clasificación, porque dudo que Sayff pueda ganar de alguien como Hsien.
He does have those moments, but they're not really a part of what happens to him during the match. He's able to stabilize quite a bit.
No.
They do so
Hey.
Pa. Jin will have to see the slide. Plus, strike rushing with the medium.
Nada. Punish counter throw.
Throw that one, but
Uy, qué
oh
buena.
my goodness, Jack. Hard call
Back
out
throw.
right there.
Pero se quedó en
DJs
burnout
do
con
love
esto
that
Jack.
walk back. I think it's crouch
Grave
forward.
error.
It's not cancelable from what I understand. So great button to DI.
Yeah, good on punish counter. But speaking of DI, that
Es
is the
la
first tip
shot.
the guys see
Come
is
on.
DI.
Yep.
Look at the tip
No,
of the gut, so
el
you
dom.
Go for that option. Oh, you look for him
Qué buena.
to hit that super, deny
Así
that
evitó
DI from them.
That's
el,
huge,
el
Jack.
stun con la
Drive
pared.
gauge now. Definitely has an opportunity to get this started. Both these characters obviously with very dangerous drive rushes. That sway does get interrupted by the fireball. Something that Zhen's gonna have to take into account.
Trouble with, but right now
Lo mata.
he's A-okay. The challenge on the drive.
Round
That's what I'm
para
talking
Jack
about.
del primer game.
It's not possible.
Bro, that's what I was just gonna bring that up. I was like, if you haven't watched Street Fighter in a while, you might not know, but drive rushes get checked nowadays. You can't just do it for free.
Not for free. Pay that tax. Your life. Stand fierce.
Oh,
Uppercut.
give me that. Okay, he's gonna save it. Oh, that's real bad.
What?
Oh, interesting. He's just gonna attack the drive gauge instead, put him really low. I thought Zhen would cash out more for damage, but nonetheless, he's actually the one burned out now, and Jack in the feng shui. Let's see it popping. Oh, he had the fuzzy. He could have combo off of it, though.
For the foot dive, you see him walk underneath, stand jab started in level 3, afternoon delight. Yeah, from the back. Gonna hit it from the front.
Wake up, punk.
Oh, it's barely alive.
Uy, qué buen
Jump out as
saltito.
well to avoid the
No.
DI, but does get punished. A little bit
Yeah.
We talked about that yesterday. You have to be very careful stocking up. You're one of those characters that can easily DP at most ranges. You have to call it the right one, though.
Hey, es la
Buck's done a good job even just parrying the fireballs when he's not
Qué
getting
bueno
punished
soy.
to preserve
O
his
el
drive gauge.
daño.
That's what we talked about. Maybe.
Hey, buena, usando el DP.
DP immediately gets some distance. And since with the fireball to lock down that neutral, I love that option. When you have those stock ups, we talked about her being a main sort of character. You can lock down that neutral. Nice. Blocking up the overhead.
The parry right there. Knew that it was still Zhen's turn after that. Oh, does burn
Ay,
out
burno.
here. Go with the stock box strings. I love that crouch medium kick. Then the walk back. He's burned out himself, but he does commit to the overhead.
Feng Shui
He allows a
Engine.
full combo and a feng shui to follow.
This character in level 2 is super nasty. Access a lot of damage. You get those
A
instant
la pared.
overheads. Almost caught the back dash. Trying to find the cross up. Overhead again.
Ooh, but now he's got his drive
Back
gauge
throw.
back. Jack almost has his as well. Zhen,
Oh!
what in the world?
He did the
Oh, he didn't
the
actually
drop.
do enough damage. Still gets the kill regardless.
Bueno.
Oh.
1-0, Hsien.
drive
Madre
rush
mía.
into the OD
Qué
spot
buena
like the
fue.
Fudo starter, right? You
Yeah,
see the
yeah.
famous spot for the famous that usually catch people off guard, right?
Quiso hacer la misma que Fudo, usar el EX, el char kick en level 2.
For real.
I
I don't know what he's been listening to. It's getting a little bit too degenerate though.
On that Mumford & Sons. Here we go.
The Pharrell produced Mumford & Sons. Give me the 4 count.
It's a DP, stocks up. The dive kick does not hit. That's unfortunate. You're going to be paying with your life right now. Drive rush all the way through with the DP ender to make sure the job is done.
Machine gun punch, the drums getting let out.
Block it, block it. Drop it.
Jabbing him out, and as soon as Zhen gets an opportunity to press, he's like, your life block stream's gonna end. I'm throwing that crouch over fierce.
Now, her light streams are not that good. I remember, talking about that. Walk back, but crouch freeze, good tool. You can see it right there, but that's why I only see the fireball in effect. The air is right there, nice and close with that throw.
I'm loving the air to airs from Zhen too. Oh, it's perfect air. But yeah, DJ, he can kind of have some trouble with the anti-airs depending on if you have charge or not. But we got an overhead into level 3 again. That's gonna put him, I think, burned out are very low on the drive gauge. I didn't see where it started.
Either way, it's very helpful. Let the bar have to spin.
Oh yeah, burn out.
With an air, she walk the throw.
And now he's got CA. Is he gonna sit on it? He does. Oh, just barely. I respect that. I don't think Zhen, with the CA, he would have done a lot of damage. He would put Jack close to death, but maybe just conserving it for the latter round.
It's very important, right? You get that level 3. Depending on what you jump out before, it can boost your victory, even more so, this character. You know what he can access. All it takes is one good punish counter. Nice throw. Up in the corner you go.
They're showing a lot of respect. We're seeing a lot of baits from the drive rushers as well. Oh, but the fireball to cover the approach. Finds the overhead again. That's been money for Jack so far.
It really has. He sets the pressure, keeps it nice and close right after, finds a low. Crouch new kick, stocks up, DP. In burnout, this could be bad. The dive kick lands. That was so risky because he could have killed you. The back dash. The punish counter, the overhead, and burnout. You're in the corner.
He's weathering the storm right there. He's got a meter. We saw last time Zhen forced the DI. He was reversaled.
Oh, gonna cancel. Gonna tap this for a little bit. And looking for a jump in. When he drops it low, Jet with a crouching unit kick to catch these walk-ins. Caught him standing, that's why he keeps landing, man. You gotta be wary of that crouching unit kick.
Yeah, I love that from Jack too. He was very safe. Oh, that Ryu and Lucar. We're gonna talk about that in a little while as well. Some dope stuff. But yeah, I love the fact that he waited till he landed, right? He didn't really try to combat the jump in. He was like, I'm gonna wait till you land from this range and just make sure you have to deal with crouching medium kick as soon as you land.
It's good to have that variance. Like,
Yeah,
it's not
absolutely.
Just very DP boundaries that she has. You have to make sure you have different options for alternating. OD, the first reversal I think I've seen from Zhen in this match so far.
And from what I can recall, you can see that falling jump 2K right there. Only counter hit, so it preserves his drive meter.
Wow. The carry. Also, PP can't leave for free, but you'll take that to leave the corner. At least to get back in the game, you put yourself in burnout after that reversal. Don't let Jack in.
And that's part of why Jack committed to that drive rush, right? He's like, if you're going to get out of this, then you're going to burn yourself out. So it's a win-win for him either way.
There it is.
It was really on point.
Chip, dash up, DP. Jack, this is how you know he's in his bag when he's like following you, chasing you down. Be consistent with that pressure.
Ooh, look at that. I even love the check afterwards, even getting hit by the fireball, right? Jack definitely in the zone. But Zhen, having the charge right there, that is a good response to drive rush.
Fireball pressure, jabbing goes for reversal. There it is, that crouch boost again. Just time to get the burnout. Perfect.
Really good. That was again off of that light sequence where it ended. But Jack still at the corner, and the meaty catches Zhen trying to escape. Oh, the neutral jump gets stuffed. Zhen's been having that charge ready.
Now,
Yeah.
definitely. Especially we've seen other DJ players have issue with that. I have to charge ready. The fireball for DP, things like that. Perry's also helping out with the food attack. Crouch disconnect. Brother, as a punish counter. OD enough. No, it's not. One touch.
Let some live here, Jack. I mean, I don't know how much magic you got. He did burn him out, though, so this is a better chance than usual.
It's doable, but it's one touch still. One fireball. One low. There you go. The crouching light punch actually catches him from coming in. We're game to game, round and round. See what's going down.
Absolutely. And that combo that put Jack on a pixel, like Zhen was just walking back out of that drive rush range, right? He was so confident. Saw the drive rush from Juri, just waited for it to whiff and got a huge punish counter.
Understanding distances, understanding
So good.
to deal with drive rush. That's kind of like the next level of this meta of this game.
And that's why you saw right there, too. That's why Jack did drive rush jab so early. It caught Zhen's button trying to check him on the way in. Ooh, nice shot to pop off. Not going to get bullied in the corner.
That fireball pressure. Talked about that yesterday, how he has some good space traps.
Ok, 1-1 están.
Crazy.
Y estamos en final round del tercer game. El que gane aquí ahora se irá al 2-1.
Fake out. It actually helps to put him in burnout.
Uy,
with
Jack
that
se
trade.
quedó en burnout con esto.
This is huge for Zhen. He's got the corner as well, Jack. I mean, he could threaten with the reversal. That's why Zhen, he just takes the
La da.
denies,
¡Uy!
trying to harass
Dropió el
him.
combo del Sway. ¡Hey!
Oh, again, the OD so far. He's just looking for the chip out.
Dije que
It
no.
actually doesn't do it. Jack going to CA. That's
Dije
going to
que
be
no.
enough for the kill. Zhen, we saw this in SFL as well. He had a bet where his opponent got his drive gauge back right before he was chipped out, which cost him the set. We see it repeated here in CPT. Oh, man. The heartbreaks.
CPT, PTSD, bro. That's what's happening right now. My guy is having flashbacks of what have occurred. And you know what? It's one of those things where it's like, man, if I can do this, I'm going to get my victory. But it's a little bit too late.
Yeah.
So unfortunate now. Jack up because of that. He is on game point. Again, hey, you know, one of the losers, bro.
And it was only the second hit of OD Soba that connected, right?
Yeah, yeah.
If it was both
Haciendo
hits,
por
he
eso.
would have got enough
Hey.
chip, man.
Oh.
Oh, man. That's
Uf.
so unfortunate. But Jack is going to be able to
Zhen,
ride
si
that
se va a
point
luce,
and
tendrá que pelear contra el ganador
Zhen putting a stop to it. No risk the two balls.
100%.
de Umerogan versus Hamad.
Goes for the dive kick. Yeah, getting risky, getting frisky right now.
Take the
Jack,
throw.
do not let him get comfortable like this. Hard to deal with.
I love that press back. Jack holding on to that last bit of drive gauge here.
But get better. That stand here. Finds the anti right there. Puts him in
Burnout.
Gets no dip. Doritos, Kilos, or Fritos, take your pick.
Set point para Jack a punto de enviar a
I
Hsien a
love that
losers.
right there. Using the DI, knew Zhen was locked out of using that option. I think he built the second bar by getting hit by that DI, so there was no real option.
Take the throw.
Well, because Jack, what he used to be bad at is happening on the other side for Zhen. A lot of burnout situations, a lot of chip situations are happening. It goes right to that level 3. I agree. Get your bar back, put him up in the corner, and it might be a wrap close depending on what he gets after this.
Huge advantage. Zhen's going to need to pull this one out of nowhere.
He normal fireball, but you're a burnout.
Yeah, I don't know.
You got level 3 to your name. Do not get caught in that corner. So with that crouch fetus off, no go.
I mean, he's built to the CA, so he can pop off with that if Jack gets a little bit too reckless.
Got that motion, though. You got that motion, though. He's back with bar. Trying to slight. Run it back, heavy kick, though.
Combo, yeah, he's trying to get him to take a throw. Such great discipline from Jack. Yes, great discipline. As soon as he gets his drive gauge back, gets in there with the quick jab. Jack in winner's finals.
Looking to be back at CPT with another qualification. Has to go through some more, but 3-1 against the LCQ champion. Wow, what a match. Jack, though. The problems that he had in terms of being burnt out, not using his meter right, we don't see it anymore. We don't see that happen nearly as often. In fact, it's other people being on the back looking for reversals, looking to maybe drive rush to initiate a lot more. That's happening for them. They're burning out. He's actually put the curse of burnout on them. It's the curse of raw, the curse of burnout is placed upon Zhen, unfortunately. Too many times, too often, we didn't see bar use for like moments like this. This is great, right? It wasn't consistent enough. Too many times of burnout where DJ can't enact in. Man, see, this was sick. You didn't get the follow-up, though. Only Fudo can do the Fudo. I'm sorry, Zhen. I love you, my boy, but, like, you know what it is.
Man, what a set that was for sure, Jen. I'm waiting for the replay of, like, the chip out where he just did not get it at the very... There it is right there, yeah. If it would have been both hits, he would have gotten the chip, man.
Can you believe?
Oh.
Do you believe in alternate universe where Mans would have got that chip been up 2 games?
That's crazy. And
that could have been it.
The way Jack played here at the end, I love the fact that Jack was so disciplined. And it, to
Así
me,
que Jack versus Sayff. El que gane se irá a Grand Final Winners Side. Y Zhen tendrá que esperar que gane de dúo Kevin Hsien. Y Zachina tendrá que esperar que gane de Umerogan Hamad.
To condition them to start throw teching so you can get the big hits later. But Jen, still great stuff. He's obviously alive in losers. Jack, though, ready and disciplined at every angle.
Good news for the players that lose this, or maybe bad news, how you view it. The LCQ will be at Capcom Cup 10, bro. We still have a chance. That last dance, there's still one more slot. It's almost here, people. It's currently open for registration. All qualified players will get their chance to compete at Capcom Cup 10. The grand prize of that $1 million. Head on over to CapcomProTour.com for more information on how to sign up and register for the LCQ.
Yes, indeed. And while you're on your way to the LCQ, you know, if it's a road trip or if you're in town or whatnot, you should stop by Chipotle. They got your back. They got the carne asada on deck. You already know. It's only for a limited time, so get in while you fit in. You feel me? Big ups to Chipotle, obviously collaborating with Capcom and Street Fighter 6 throughout this first year of a competition. It's a beautiful partnership, and it's netted many, many meals for the FGC folk, so I hope it continues.
After this break, we'll be going down to losers and seeing who goes home hungry and absolutely broke. People, don't go anywhere. After this break, more Street Fighter 6 coming right at you.
Ok, corte de 5 minutos.
It's our most tender cuts of steak, grilled and seasoned with cumin, oregano, and coriander. Filled with fresh lime and hand-chopped cilantro. Carne asada. This is our best steak ever.
Showtime, baby! Right now! Final game, final round! You couldn't write a better story! Get into the ring! God, my soul, all of my thoughts be dark like coke. Up to the party, y'all don't want smoke. Energize the body, break the
Time to get serious. Monster Hunter. Ahora se viene el loser side. Se viene entrevista. ¿A quién será la entrevista?
We are here with someone from the home team from our home region of the Midwest, of course, and that is none other than the CEO of Low Kick Esports, Dave.
Davi.
What's up with you, Dave?
What's going on, fellas? Thanks for having me today.
Can you take us back a little bit, kind of where Low Kick Esports got started and how you guys kind of established yourself as, I would say, maybe the premier production and TOing org within the Midwest right now? You've been doing a lot of the World Warrior events and helping out a lot of the fighting game scenes in general. So where did that all get started, and how did you get into the picture?
Low Kick actually started as a student-run organization at DePaul University. Because fighting games had prize pools and things like that, it became pretty obvious really quickly that we were going to benefit from moving outside of the university system and just kind of doing our own events in different types of venues. And really kind of coming out of the pandemic, that's where things have really sort of exploded for us in terms of running our locals and running regional events as well. Getting about like 170 players every time we run.
Ok, voy a comprobar el primero acá, primero. Twitter, no, Discord. Para saber que el directo no se haya desconectado dos veces. No, no se desconectó dos veces. Ok, todo seguro.
We know about Ignite.
I'm bringing it up because I've seen the growth of this local. You know, I'm no longer in the Milwaukee area, but Rob and I, that's where we first
No, todo está bien.
Our tournaments at Ignite Gaming, so
1.14,
we've seen firsthand
1.15.
kind of the change and growth of that after we kind of moved out of that area with Street Fighter 6 and post-pandemic time. So I've seen the numbers themselves, and I was like, wow, like the numbers you guys are pulling are crazy, especially considering where we came from before, where there was good turnout for sure, but I feel like it's just grown tremendously since then. So really, congratulations on pulling that off.
So, Dave, where would you say that you see this stuff going, man? And what do you think has contributed to the success of these locals? What do you think allows you guys to pull in so many players?
Well, I think it's a huge ecosystem, FGC, right? And we're just a small part of it. So I think, number one, it starts with the players, right? And the community of players that we have and their need and want to be around locals, right? I think we're also really blessed to have a really good venue. Ignite Gaming, the Aunque family, they've been invested in the FGC since before esports was even the word, right? Just running tournaments for folks. We're just trying to create cool programming and opportunities for players to showcase who they are.
like we mentioned, a lot of this has transitioned to online, but you guys have not only been doing great work with the locals, you've also been running amazing online events, and you guys handled the World Warrior regional program for the Midwest. 2023, Dual Kevin is the regional champion out of that program, Midwest's own, and you guys are sending him to Capcom Cup to compete for the chance to win.
Perfect.
So how does that feel to know that a program that
baseball,
you
baby,
and you contributed to compete
Jordan,
for the largest
gay,
of all time?
Yeah, I mean, it feels so cool. On the note of Dual Kevin, I mean, we're so happy to see Dual Kevin kind of have this moment. Really, really looking forward to see what he can do, what kind of damage he can do.
Chicago, of course, being the home of Combo Breaker, and then maybe the biggest local in the world, which is headed by my man's Dave Delish, Low Kick Esports. Dave, we appreciate the work that you put in for all of us and everything. And of course, you are a big part of why we are calling it the Mid-Best. Appreciate you, brother.
Seguimos.
Yeah, man, big shout outs to Low Kick.
Vamos ahora con el Losers Bracket. Ahora viene Joe Umerogan. Viene ahora contra... Sí, ahora viene Joe.
Great people. All the way through, for sure.
The homies, shouts to Low Kick. They have the FGC meetups on Fridays that y'all can go to every single week, as you should.
I was just telling this man. They said 130, 170 entries.
Ahora se viene Joe, uno de los clasificados de World Warrior Canada East, que obviamente busca gatekeepear por el dinero, típico de los americanos. Gatekeepear.
The weirdos and things like that. You're just sitting down playing some great games with some great people. And it's the thing, actually, the Low Kick, shout to them. They just Ignite Gaming in general is where I really got more involved in this scene. I was an online person a lot for years upon years. And then I went off to one of the Ignite Gaming ones we had in Chicago. I was like, man, this is beautiful. This is amazing. I was like, this is the real FGC, to me at least. So there's a lot in the Midwest. There is things like Run the Mix, Full Bar when they come back. There's also Incendium and Digital Havoc where they're doing stuff too as well for the Canadian scene. There's a lot. If you need to find something, go to Ultra David's Twitter. He's actually got a full post where you can find big ups to David. You can find damn near anything for any local scene because everyone's been putting their data for it. So shout out to David for that one. And shout out to the Midwest for really proving that they have, the energy and what it takes, having nice ground to play at, battleground, I should say.
Yeah, growing the offline scene just grows the ecosystem. Everything goes up when your locals go up. So please go out there and do that. And of course, big shout out to the song that's playing
vamos
right
con el primer match ahora de Losers. De Loser Side.
Official CPT theme song for this year, featuring artists like J Star, Rocco 808, and Randy Marks. Of course, the song is Legend and available now.
Go ahead and pick that up and listen to that as we get into more action. Again, we're in the Loser Side. We have Blue Kevin, Hsien, we have Joe Umerogan after that versus Hamad.
Se viene, creo que era Joe versus Hsien, sí. Duo versus Hsien, el que gane va a ir contra Zhen.
So even with the characters that we see that are more, very typical, I guess I should say, there's variance in how they play. Joe's gonna play different than Dual Kevin, than the other characters that you might think of. If Zach goes to that character too as well, he's gonna play different on his side of things. There's a lot of variance in how people play with their play styles. Hsien also a DJ player who is one of the different
Luke versus DJ se viene ahora.
Hsien is more like an all-arounder when it comes to DJ.
I agree for sure. He's not like king of disrespect like Zhen, right? But at the end of the day, to me, DJ is this anti-meta type character. And Dual Kevin is so good
Final
at
Fantasy
playing
16.
Right, he's very quick to pick up on tendencies of people, how the meta's developing. He's always pushing those limits, and he knows the right move to do given almost any situation. And I feel like DJ kind of thrives off opponents like that. That's when we saw like Zhen versus Punk in SFL, right? Punk's one of those people. He knows the right answer to every single situation. So when you can kind of turn that on its head and you're playing a character that can kind of throw that out the window and play your expectations against you, it could really go downhill. So that's what I'm looking for in this set. If Dual Kevin kind of catch on to that and prevent that from happening, or if Hsien's going to really ride that to victory. But of course, before we get to that, we do have a quote from Dual Kevin. Let's hear what he has to say.
A ver qué quiere decir Dual Kevin.
The gatekeeping life is a life to live. Shout outs to Idon for paving the way. Why Idon say, what do you say me for? What do you say me for? But I mean, my man is mad chilling right now, but he's still going to be a villain as he's denying people their chance to move on to Capcom Cup qualification.
That's OP. Just a line of janitor Street Fighter players at the door with the keys dangling from their hip. You're not getting in here.
You're not. Sorry, sir.
Turn
around.
Yeah, the beat me to take this. We'll see if Hsien can do that. Dual Kevin, though, I love it, man. The gatekeeping alive and well. And, of course, if Dual Kevin or Joe Umerogan do win this entire tournament, the second place player will qualify and get into Capcom Cup, right? So, again, it's not gatekeeping in the sense that it's not possible, but it will affect the outcome of everything, right?
You get cooked by a dude that's already qualified. Listen, as we said before, you just have to hold that either way. Because if you can't beat him here, you ain't going to beat him at the cup. You see him, bro.
Straight up.
Or most of the other people, so you have to have that safety all the way through. We'll see what happens. So, Dual Kevin definitely out here for that money, too, as well.
Absolutely.
But the practice and preparation. He might even play the Rashid if he feels it's necessary. But I think in this matchup, you probably don't want to play Rashid. I think Big Bird and other Rashid players don't like fighting DJ overall. Luke is absolutely fine. I think he's fantastic. Fireball and fireball, band for band. A-OK on that side of things. Button to button, he okay. But I think that sway play, as you mentioned, being able to disrupt that rhythm from person to person is a very big point. And something that Kevin will have to...
Aquí vamos. DJ versus Luke.
Yeah, it's always scary. I'm interested to see how
Costume 3 de Luke de parte de Dual Kevin.
Kind of jump happy because of that jump 2K. So if he's gonna establish that sand blast a lot, or if he's gonna wait
take the throw.
Take the air. A lot of stuff to look for in this matchup.
See what's in the game. Punch of the fireball. Fireball. I like seeing a lot of
Hostias. Perfect. Bien, se escapó del agarre. No. Nada.
Safely, but runs right into the money button. I'm hearing CS:GN's theme song playing in my head.
Luke crouching medium kick. Bueno. Crouching medium punch.
Extremely clean that round. If that's the round, if that's what's gonna come, this is gonna be long for Hsien.
Perfect. Cargó mal el segundo Nako.
Yeah, the pressure continues.
Throw.
+5 with the drive rush. Ends up taking a throw and get a +1 just regularly. And again, he keeps trying to take these turns.
Lo mató.
Damn.
1-0 para Dual Kevin.
What game is it? Is it Street Fighter 5?
That's what I'm saying,
right?
Man,
stand medium up in the corner. It was down no bail, like you can't leave. While Guantanamo Bay, you don't get the play. You don't get the lead, bro.
It really felt like a Street Fighter 5 round. Like medium punch plus button into guess.
We'll see what Hsien does in terms of defense when he's on the back foot. Careful with these fireballs. You'd be surprised at how fireball pressure is not good from a lot of the DJ players because they're not focusing on that.
Oh, yeah. You can see even right there, I love him feinting the fireball right there because we saw Dual Kevin risk a jump last time. And he did it again. And you can see Dual Kevin not scared of the jumps. He hasn't been anti-aired yet.
Yeah, back heavy kick's not going to work out against jump here set often. So it's like not really going to take. And now caught up in the corner, east side.
The harassment. Look, even off of that, he gets the throw off the crouch medium punch and then the late DP. Beautiful. Yeah, he even got the punish counter on that. It's not something you see often.
Drop. Oh, you about to drop, bro. The pickup.
Goodbye.
God, dang, Kevin.
Round para
this is looking clinical right now for DK.
Dual Kevin, buscando el 2-0.
When it's like ranked, it's generally, I think, Dual Kevin's victory. More often than not, but that's ranked. This is like, CPT, so we'll see a little bit something different. We'll see that happens if we're getting around already with Dual Kevin. I like that. So bot, now seeing out the crouch fears. Strike throw, what are we going for? Crouch fears, matchup.
Yeah, interesting. Oh, does interrupt the sandblast.
¿Se va a estar el level 3?
Definitely catching on to the way Dual Kevin's kind of going about his turn after blocking an air slasher.
Every so often he puts himself in front of this unfortunate. Held the pair for a little too long.
Muerto.
Wow, the corner pressure. How you like it? How that feel?
Yeah, exactly. Once you're in the corner against DJ,
Maximum, the magic 4.
So he's just going to take his turn over and over again a lot of the time.
Even a little bit of gap. Looking for Kevin to bust out.
Yeah.
Saving that ball for round 3. Let's see what he does it with. What he uses it with. Again, it's just an awkward thing. I feel like maybe back heavy kick just doesn't work there. He doesn't want to change. Yeah. So the exchange rate, not so good. Better for Luke. Money's like this. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, no. Does get the DI off at the very end. Great stuff from Hsien. Oh,
no, dropeó el combo. No puede ser. Hsien, ¿por qué dropeaste?
He said, I understand you're the protagonist now. I want to be in the next game. I don't want to hurt you.
Take the throw.
The Pistons.
Take the throw again.
Backhand medium again, try to strike back.
Nada, lo mata.
Medium punch. +1 for some fun on block, but even more on hit. This will be it. Dental plan is all the fist land and makes Hsien eat his own teeth.
Muerto. Memphis.
I love the way Kevin structured his offense at the end right there too, because he was harassing with the crouch medium punch, but he wasn't committing to a drive rush cancel, right? Because he was below 3 bars, so he was going to burn himself out if he did so. So the fact that he waited, got some drive gauge back with the blocked crouch medium punches means when he did get that crouch medium punch at a drive rush cancel, he didn't burn out and he had another drive rush cancel extension for the kill, right? So that was pristine from Kevin.
Well calculated. I like that corner pressure over the layers that he's utilizing. Making Hsien not able to run the defense that you like to see.
Wow, dry impact.
Fireball, you're about to fall. The back fist off the drive.
No, dropió. Dropió de nuevo el combo y Hsien. Está dropeando demasiados combos. Y Hsien.
Okay, so Hsien needed kick into play. Walk back to the stand fierce, go for the back throw. Action goes to the back. Heavy kick.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised. So usually you do see people try to back throw in that instance, put the opponent in the corner. Kevin, though, discipline we talk about, he's a lot of the time willing to take the throw.
Very defensive. And it's wild to see, you know, that specific thought he has in 5. Worked out so well. This kind of character has all the toolkits. It makes sense why we see it successful.
Lo mató. Set point para tú, Kevin. A punto de eliminar a Hsien del torneo. El que gane de ellos se enfrentará a Zhen en Loser Round 2. Fake de throw y encima punch counter.
Kevin looking a little hampered in the corner.
I won a level 3. Oh, puts himself out again. The Pat Perry, we saw that happen previously. So he puts himself in going out. So one foot away. Don't forget a counter hit. He will get one off of this for the knockdown at least.
Yeah, Hsien, he kind of gave up his turn right there. Oh, nice.
Lo mata.
He's going to be able to get the kill in the round anyway. But he kind of gave up his turn in the corner right there to respect Kevin doing a reversal super. I would have liked him to just continue the pressure because he had a full life bar. Yeah. So it's like if Kevin takes his turn and gets to level 3, you still have a massive life lead, right? So it honestly would have worked out in his favor either way.
He would have level 3 bar. Yeah. So like, you know,
it's interesting, those little things.
Damn fierce, finds its mark against the Sobot. Backs up just a little bit. With that crouching medium kick. So as he stands, angles for the throw.
Yeah, stole Kevin.
Oh, another throw!
Otra vez.
Oh, he tried to shimmy him, but a great crouch jab from Zhen.
Otra vez, take the throw. Otra vez. 3-0 sobre Hsien y encima control loop.
Man, you knew once he got that one previous that he had one more to go where he would die, he was going for that. Dual Kevin. He's the type that sends a message.
Y Hsien es el primer eliminado.
3-0, putting everybody on notice. Don't come to the losers bracket because you're not making it out alive.
No, you won't. You get a body bag, my boy. But again, and when he has the lead, it was looking really dominant, especially up in the corner pressure. A few moments where he kind of put himself in burnout, which he shouldn't, and you know some other elements that maybe led to Hsien taking a few rounds every so often. But most importantly, it was dual Kevin.
And now another look se viene. Ahora se viene Umerogan versus Hamad.
Yeah, it really felt like Dual Kevin just did whatever he wanted. Early on, we saw him expose the air slashers with jumps. He was able to catch onto the fireball timings with that. We saw the block string get DI'd. It just felt like he had every answer, and he wasn't really sweating it. Big ups to Hsien, an incredible player, but today Dual Kevin was just out of the world.
I mean, this man playing only for the money right now, but it's still not playing the way he is. Piecing up people and taking them out before they can even get their chance at that CPT qualification. Dual Kevin moves on. He'll be fighting Zhen a little later on.
Y ahora viene Joe contra Hamad.
He's going to have to activate. We'll see how that rolls out. But before that happens, obviously we have to have
último match de Loser Round 1 top 8. Joe versus Hamad, Honda versus Luke.
Joe Umerogan, as we mentioned before, made Capcom Cup in the last year of Street Fighter V, has already qualified this year as well through the World Warrior Series. So he's looking here as well just for experience, a little bit of cash perhaps. Hamad on the other end, going through JP and Luke yesterday in the top 16, starting from the losers bracket, making it into the top 8. Incredible stuff from him so far. I'm looking forward to seeing how he takes on Joe Umerogan. But before we get to that, let's see what Joe has to say about the set himself. Confidence
A ver.
applied properly can supersede genius. Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
You know what's crazy is
What?
that he is a very confident player through and through. And I still think that he's a very smart player too as well beyond that. But that confidence has led him to success. When he believes in himself, you can see it when he comes in after he talks, after he wins a
Absolutely.
match. That confidence allows him to just walk people down, dog walk them, leash them up, take them outside, you know what I'm saying? They last
them
long.
up.
And you've seen that in so many brackets. TNS, Pasta. We saw it when he qualified. We saw it when he fought Weeks yesterday. He just walked Buddy to the corner and just shimmied him.
Aquí vamos, Honda versus Luke.
But let's see what happens here. Hamad is one of the smartest players when it comes to using Honda. I've been talking with him recently about some of the tech that he has. Some butt slams in between strings.
Doskoy.
I didn't even know that, but we'll see if that happens.
Doskoy.
I'm a firm believer that confidence is everything. So when you have the confidence applied
Doskoy.
along with the skill
Perfect
and the work
parry.
ethic, you see results like this. And Umerogan, of course, has that. He's already qualified for Capcom.
Doskoy.
On the other end, though, he's looking to
Take
bring
the
back
throw,
on the noise,
sáquese.
bro.
OD
TP.
immediately. I can't see the chat, but I'm going to root for Honda. That's their damn life. This character has been exposed.
Doskoy.
About how yesterday this character isn't as strong because you see things like this.
Te
Slams
throw.
denied with good anti-airs. People understand how to deal with
Take
that,
the
but
throw.
there has to be more of that fundamentals of footsies when the character develops and as the game
Muerto.
goes, now he's in burnout drive impact the jump in.
And Joe, I think he's going to cash all the way out. Oh,
Oh,
no, he ended up
que
missing
vaya
it. Now he's
dropeo.
pushed out and in the corner. Hamad, he doesn't want to get too frisky. He walks up and gets hit by a butt slam for it. Oh, too early
Lo mata.
this time. Hamad switching up the timings. We saw the cross fierce work out early. But that's the move.
Switch. Let's go. Hamad. In with that medium.
Ah,
Throw, though. Trying to walk back. I like that.
Ay, yo throw y encima en punish counter.
Switch it up a little bit.
Take the throw. Cállese.
Button, I couldn't quite see. Overhead. Link off of it. Couldn't. It was not counter hit.
Doskoy.
Perfect parry. Trying to walk his way in. It's hard to bulldog with the headbutt because of fast fireball. Take this, guys, but no surprise on anti-air.
Oh, el
It's the
overhead.
overhead. The OD follow up.
I got overcut.
Rising upper. Back
No.
dash. Oh, and the punish.
Into the level 2 immediately right there. He also has level 1 as well, just as a reversal option.
Let's open him up. Hold the parry. Double three is on the side. It's very hard to utilize. Watch out for again, the drive reversal.
No.
Takes it out. -8. Time to
Lo
use
mata.
damage. Beast mode off the backboard. Time to
Beast mode, baby.
Level 2.
No, no lo mata por la vida de
It's a
Honda.
big boy. Oh, he's
Nada,
up for you.
el low.
For you, Joe. Bring it up.
Oh man, that was scary. I love both of these players though, using their level 2s, right? They had level 3 available, but they know the value of having that level 1 reversal super is very real.
Otra vez.
On the bottom.
Yeah.
No matter what character it is, it's going to take you further than just relying on level 3 to the bust out. You may not even get a chance. You have to happen.
Exactly right. The level 3 wasn't going
Target
to
combo.
Well, maybe for Joe.
Lo mata.
Right, we got Joe piecing him up right now. And that bar he saved going to come into play here. Get another level 2
Lo
on
mata.
the board. Complete domination in that round.
Real nasty up in that corner. This character doesn't have the best defense in the business.
1-0 a favor de Joe. El que gane se inventará ZachinABox.
In the butt slams, not landing right next to the crouch fierce, too continuous. Making it hard for Hamad to really start that oppression without taking some damage.
Yeah, now Joe. This play is so solid in the neutral a lot of the time.
Oh,
Now
punish
Hamad's
counter
parry
throw.
Right there with the throw. Tried it again.
Otra vez punish counter
The
throw.
spine busters.
Burnout.
Completed, crouch fierce. Diversion, he baits it out, yeah.
Nada,
Hold the
dead.
bait. He punished easy bait up and Joe eating them up right now.
For real, Joe. Going to town on that sumo diet.
But great. He takes it.
Alright.
I don't mind that. The heavenly hands bless too much to it themselves.
Hey, you can see the confidence that Joe was talking about, right? Like, he just keeps walking Honda down, whether he has a life lead or not. Does catch a
El
right on a
shimmy para baitear el parry para usar el ultimo throw.
The throw, punish counter 2 as well.
He's so confident in the throws. Tries to parry that time.
Drop.
Yeah, that was one of those things, right? Oh no! Speaking of drops, this time Hamad laying him off a little bit.
Lo
easy.
mata.
That's a CA. Gonna do a whole lot of damage.
But up, daddy's.
¿Lo mata?
Blah!
No,
Wow,
pixel.
barely alive here. He's still in burnout though. Chip is very real with threat.
No.
He dashed up OG. You can't. What? I
you
literally,
good?
I rose up out my seat. What?
Bro, we can't go too far because this we kind of tied down.
You were gonna
die for that.
You're gonna get chipped out.
Otra vez. Crouching medium punch incident.
So where my hug at, girl? Where my hug at?
Ultra David, explain this to me right now.
Yeah, Atlas right now.
I want 800 characters worth.
Burnout.
He's a jerk. That's why.
No.
Right? Air to air right there. The OD. He's right on momentum. He has him in the corner. This could be dangerous though. Hamad does have hard to work with.
So wild, bro. Oh, and then Umerogan putting the level 1 on him, but it's still dangerous. He harasses. Oh, he had enough life to survive with the armor.
No.
He actually avoids the sand.
DP 2-0.
Goodness.
We chip the dip either way, but I like that here from Joe. Recognizing what's going down. The final game between the two, possibly somebody don't do something different. It's hard again. Trying to get in has been difficult. Fireballs have been stopping. Now the
perfect
parry. You have to try to walk him down, but you have to medium punch hit his loose as well.
One of my favorite things about Joe's brand of confidence is that he doesn't try to get the pace back to where he wants it. He embraces how the opponent wants to play, and he's like, I'm gonna beat you at that style. Oh, back-to-back crouch medium punch. Oh,
no, dropió el combo.
Fierce will drop him right back down to the ground. He's ready with that punch. Hamad cannot take the skies at all. No butt stuff. Crouching Fierce walk up.
Take the throw.
Gets a drive impact.
Take the throw. Set point para Joe.
On set point.
Powerhouse Hobbs would be proud. Bunch of spine busters tonight. Oh, try to fish. Yeah, maybe get a trade with the sandblast, something like that. But Hamad can't find it.
Nothing.
So yeah, he's trying to parry the sandblast. He's using the one that's just outside the range. He's wasting drive meter.
I want to be able to like parry go over after. Crouch Fierce again is the entire choice. Has been so dominant. Stamp Fierce at the tip of the fingertip.
Now Hamad can use the foot a little bit better in the corner. Oh, especially with that DI. Because like it's not about the distance, right? It's all about just how the difference is in him coming down.
Yes.
So yeah. Oh.
But a bust out.
Burnout.
Burnout for Joe. To do so. He's got the bar at the bottom, trying to get that CA. It won't kill, but obviously will help neutralize things. Oh, the butt slam lands and the walk up button to do it. Hamad still in.
He does not abandon the butt slam, bro. He's like, you're going to feel these cheeks.
Wow.
Oh, jump the super.
No.
No, he's on a big punish.
Take the throw.
Again, you want that back heavy kick drive rush right after. Big follow up.
Dos go.
I feel you.
Low.
Swept him down at least, just takes the block.
Again, perfect parry in the gap. You see too many mediums right after that. Stand Fierce, palm parade.
Oh, he still actually counter hit it.
Quería hacer tras el antiaéreo el naco.
So good, Hamad. Yeah, he thought the same thing. I thought that you could
Lo
actually
mata.
use it a little bit more, but Joe Umerogan.
Level 3.
So ready at every
Lo
angle.
dejar en Guess for Game y es Burnout.
I don't know what answer he's going to have here.
Burnout.
Wake up, super.
No funcionó.
No, you can't
Nada.
do that. And again,
3-0.
if nobody got me, crouching medium punch got me. And Joe, with that confidence, moving on over Hamad, just too much variance in terms of his offense.
Look, vamos a tener un look mirror.
Shout out to Hamad to get top 8. I barely ever see him in tournaments.
Yeah.
I just see him practicing in these like high level, battle launches and stuff like that. For him to be at this level without doing any of the tournament runs is great. But the reason why Joe is so confident, why he's so clutch in these situations, why he doesn't get tilted, is because he plays in tournament consistently, week after week, COS or TNS, whatever it may be. Then he puts Hamad to rest. Wow, what a play, man.
This is just another day at the office for Joe, right? Like, this man is a tournament fiend.
Y aún seguimos teniendo 3 looks. Los 3 looks siguen vivos.
Even at the end right there, just willing to throw him over and over again. It was a great showing from Joe. Yeah, man, it was really dope.
Cool to see Joe moving on.
I still can't believe that, bro.
He really, with no fear in his heart, bro. I love seeing players like that. He tried it again right there with the OD, but it didn't work out. But I love seeing people just in general have no fear in their heart to try to bring it right back. He tried to right there, but that's why we see the meaty fireball. Joe understanding the matchup and moving on because of that means Joe will be fighting ZachinABox a little bit later on. It may be a Luke versus Luke, or maybe Luke versus VP. We'll have to see a little bit later.
Yeah, I love the level 1 at the end. He really just covered all his bases. That's the confidence really coming through. But of course, I want to talk about Storm Collectibles because they have created some beautiful Street Fighter.
Se viene corte de 5 minutos. Así que nos vemos después del corte de 5 minutos.
Check them out. They are making beautiful stuff for Street Fighter.
We have some beautiful action all the way through this bracket. We have even more in store, but you'll have to wait until after the break when we return. More Street Fighter 6 coming your way.
You're really making all of this by hand.
Oh yeah, the avocados are hand mashed, the chips are hand tossed, and everything is made fresh.
You make it fresh every day.
Yes, every day. The Chipotle way is we make it fresh every day.
Sounds delicious.
Football sloppy. Behold, you're lucky. Get ready. Uf. Acá tranquilo y acá tranquilo. Perfecto. Tan 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 na 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 na.
I am here with a
Dual Kevin.
FGC. Dual Kevin. Why you laughing? Why that make you laugh? That remind you of something?
That's an inside joke. I don't know if people remember. I remember.
I think people do remember. When we
Super
played
League Season 2?
Yes.
When I called you that?
Yeah, that's messed up.
It was good times.
We was already.
I had a great time.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
It was a great match too.
I had a great. I had a good time when I was winning.
The people can search up the result that game.
Honestly, bro, Dual Kevin, of course, a multiple fighting game champion and still young as heck. Even though you've already accomplished so much. How does it feel coming into Street Fighter 6, bro?
Oh man, it feels like something new, something fresh. I talked about it with you a lot actually.
Yeah.
Capcom really put out an amazing game out. The competition is always nice. Other games you don't get to face the likes of like a Daigo or a Takedo, the Japanese players, the models, all of them, right? Here you actually get a chance to, and when they're willing to travel, what is it, like 20 hours for us to compete over one weekend, and me able to compete against them, I got hyped. I felt like blessed, like bro, this is what I lived for.
Yeah.
I wanted to compete at this kind of level. I wanted to put up a fight. Like I've always wanted to be number one, right?
Yeah.
But I at least want to be in a conversation. Being able to win everything is extremely difficult, near impossible.
Yeah.
But I want to be in a conversation as one of the best.
Like
So,
when you go to it, we expect you are one of the people that can.
Daigo's gonna worry about me.
Yes.
If he wants to be bracket.
Bro, $2 million is on it. You know,
man.
like you call me a baby in FGC, you might have been in FGC like a year longer than me or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But even with you being in there a little bit technically longer, even for me, it's crazy to see that now we got $2 million prize pools and all that. You see how big Evo has gotten and all these type of different events. Bro, like, what's it like?
So times have really changed, and it's great to see because you see pros living off not only the tournament but the content creation side of the things too. We have something to strive for, making a living off that, and in return, you get some great gameplay.
Yeah.
Because now that they get to do this for a living,
people can actually train more.
Try their hardest.
That's true.
Try
That's
their
a good
hearts
point.
out. Their passions all in this. They're 100% full force in Street Fighter 6. So the gameplay is going to be better like no other than you've seen in probably in any fighting game you've seen in the past. All skills applies in no matter what field you're looking at.
Well, skills is something that you are definitely not lacking whatsoever, bro. My dog, Dual Kevin, good luck when it comes to CPT Midwest and everything, bro. And we are coming right back at you guys with more CPT action.
Dual Kevin said, Daigo, you got to worry about me. And I like that energy. Everybody in this bracket, any bracket, should have that same energy. Let's see if he can keep up that heat throughout loser side. If we're still there. Hey, I'm St. Cola. I'm going to Ridge. My G.
You already know.
Fantastic, man. And we have even more action. How you feel about what's coming up?
I'm feeling great, man. I'm really looking forward to this next match, honestly. Dual Kevin, obviously, we just saw the interview. He talked about being a competitor. He is a top-tier type of competitor, always just looking to be the best, grinding it
No
out.
tengo
And not
nada.
only a
Ese
hard
no
way, but a
es.
smart way, right?
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't just work
No
hard.
hay
He
ninguno
really
acá.
knows how to bust games open and get to the advanced stuff very quickly. So looking forward to seeing him up against Zhen, because like I said, with Dual Kevin and Hsien, I was very interested in seeing how the DJ would play up against Dual Kevin, because I think he's so good at playing Street Fighter 6 at the meta that competitive play is usually revolving around. And Zhen can throw that on its head. DJ in general can just do that very well. So I want to see if Dual Kevin can make it look as dominant as he did against the previous DJ player.
I'll have to see. You know, it's going to be a different sort of DJ. You just have to detach your mind on how you play with the previous person. And
No voy a ver más nada.
maybe those jump-ins don't work as much. Maybe the fireballs don't work as much. Maybe the DIs, like I said, these strings don't work as much. And, you know, Zhen is like 20 years old, so he'll be able to DI right back.
Yeah.
Listen, I can't DI people back. So if you see me in rank, please let me live. Don't smash that button. But don't turn that dial, because we are on loser side, because after this, somebody's going home. As we've already sent a few
Uf,
players
ahora viene lo chungo ahora.
more and more.
La ronda 2 de
If
losers.
Dual Kevin
Se viene
loses,
ahora
he's
Zen
qualified. He's fine to play
versus
But
Dual Kevin.
he's
Luke
on
versus DJ.
doing more people's days.
Yeah, and this is, I think, a little bit special of a gatekeep attempt for Dual Kevin here, right? Because Zhen is not from the Midwest, right? He's obviously going to school in Canada. He's in this region. He's staying there for a long time. But he's not one of these guys like ZachinABox that has grinded with Dual Kevin for years
Right,
and
has to
years
be like
and
a
years.
homie that he's
Exactly,
known.
you know what I mean? So I think he might be trying a little bit extra hard for this one to ensure, like, if he doesn't make it, at least one of his sparring partners would, you know?
I feel it. I feel it. We'll see what happens, though.
No.
Wow.
There's the jumps, man.
It's the right jump. It's jump heavy kick. He knows what the range where to stand and land to get that jump in. And on point.
And I was interested in seeing how that was going to work, because Zhen had the charge ready a little bit more than she did, but Even then, he's just
Take
calling out
the
the air
throw.
slashes perfectly. We right back to the spot.
Y perfect.
We right back to the perfects.
Hearing him like talk about throw loops on his stream and laugh about it and doing it to other people, he knows what's wrong. We talked about it. He understands what's wrong. He breaks the game's down. He's like, wait a minute, let's make the character real good.
Yep, and then
Perfect parry, back throw.
He's willing to wake up with the parry and switch the momentum up. Look at that check though from Dual Kevin, no fear.
The throw though, and again that crouch fierce, but no commitment off this.
Drop.
There's been a lot more. Spend more bar. Man, so much drive gauge. I don't know why it didn't continue.
Maybe he thought the fierce would connect because it's only cancelable on the first hit, right? So I think he might have thought it was going to be able to cancel a little bit earlier, and only the longer range part of it connected. Or not the first hit, I should say, but early on in the frames.
Off in the corner, not too bad. He's in burnout too as well. That's
No, se mató.
That's bad, Zhen. Good drive gauge.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Se mató. Round para Zen. Nos vamos a final round del primer game.
I think it was just a misspacing on that last drop. But Zhen cleaning it up real quick. Dual Kevin, though, meteor advantage going into round 3.
Yes.
Big at this game. Lead, things out. Equalize, and use that bar for different things. I've seen a lot of players use it like the level 1 and fireballs. You feel comfortable. Level 2 for that corner carry. You tried to catch that sway. It didn't happen with that crouching medium punch on the back.
No, saltar. Hey, oh. DP. No, perfect parry.
Showing a lot of confidence in that as well. Just attacking the drive gauge at that point. I like it.
To the rumblings come. No back heavy kick. Hit.
Oh, we got caught.
Hey, con el jackknife.
Wow,
sway.
Weird counter hit, not even punish counter.
Let's go for the jab though.
Yeah, that's definitely what it was. Ooh, and then
Lo mata,
perfect
lo mata,
parry
lo mata, lo
into the
mata.
drive rush punish.
1-0 para Zen.
Textbook stuff when it comes to fighting this, right? You use perfect parry at certain ranges. You know how the fireball's going to land at certain ranges. OS, carry on, drive rush in, get your way. Right punch starter, of course, for DJ Lisa so much. Other characters it does, but for DJ, it dumps out the damage, and right now, Jim with the first victory.
Yeah, it's the quick button, right? You want to make sure you actually do get the punish, or you try to go with one of your fastest options off of the drive rush.
Sway. No, dropió el combo.
He got contemplated something very punishable because he saw the punish counter come in. It should have been a combo.
Tiger uppercut.
Catching the recovery too. Not easy.
Otra vez, no lo deja salir de la pared.
Back with that DP that time, that was perfect.
The slight walks, like when people try to cross up jump you or like jump from really far away, that's the big difference.
No.
Right there trying to parry his jump in.
Take the
Back-to-back
throw.
throws again. The way Dual Kevin has established throw today.
Look at the name. It's Dual Kevin for a reason. He throws right there, the perfect parry. The drive rush in. This is his turn to drive rush. The perfect parry. Nice and close. No big follow-up. So drops to the side of Jim that are uncharacteristic. I'm surprised.
Yeah, definitely. He's usually pretty clean with his execution right there. Did have the charge rate this time off the swing.
Hey, oh.
Oh, speaking of backdash, does avoid the throw with that.
Like that. Preemptive backdash. First start of defense in terms of things in the corner.
Punish counter throw.
Punish counter. Then medium, OD fireball. Back to the
Uf.
This should be the finish right here. Not
Lo mata. Round para Zen y sin gastar barra.
There's an opportunity we want to see.
Very clean stuff right there. Yeah, not letting Dual Kevin play for the rest of that round.
Namikaze.
He got him in the corner. The reads from Zhen sometimes are just so correct that he can really snowball this opponent.
He can snowball. This is going to hurt. This man on a t-shirt. And it's really also about having that corner push that you have additional advantage to as well. He's got a lot of drive gates to work with.
He actually does get punished as well. Great reactions from Dual Kevin right there, reacting in time. And that's going to burn him out because it's CA, so that's 2 full bars of drive gone.
Give me that. I want that. I need that.
Casi, Niro de boxe.
DJ not the best in terms of fighting. Burnout, but he walks back, finds the crouch field.
Y 2-0 para Zen. Una más y elimina a Dual Kevin.
Yeah, it's like close quarters combat type game. Zhen is really thriving in right now. He's just finding the right walkbacks, whether it be off of his offense, whether it be off of Dual Kevin's offense.
That's correct.
Yeah, it's really rewarding him heavy right now.
I like that compact play. CQC is nice and close. That crouch field, as you mentioned, the stand fierce will need to be cashing out correctly, not being in burnout too consistently. And if he isn't burnout, he's having these leads.
Yep.
And up 2 games with Zhen.
Yes.
The confidence we like to see from his side of things is back in business mode. That's what you want to see, you know what I'm saying?
When he's playing like this,
He's hard to stop, though.
Yeah.
It's looking dark.
He's a player that you really want to make uncomfortable because when he's feeling himself, the stuff he does, you're just never going to be prepared for. Like, he'll pull out things that you're not ready, you've never seen. So because of that, can't let him get in his zone.
This is a generational talent, though.
Bien, escapó de la pared.
Again, just protecting himself on the landing right there. Didn't want to expose his jump out of the corner.
Maximum, Yahoo!
Right, back in the corner. Love to get a punish counter, but it's punished.
Perfect.
Whipping.
Perfect.
That's the word, but that time.
Sway.
Timing on the sway to avoid the crouch medium kick.
Y el daño, mira ese bonito daño. Hey, ho.
Not perfect parry.
Perfectly spaced.
Bien, no, mala idea. Se viene el level 2. Ritmo.
That was an empty jump for Kevin, but he tried to press something as soon as he landed. Zhen beating him to the punch.
No lo mata, pero lo deja adivinanza. Nada. Set point para Zen.
One round away now from getting the loser semis, the top 4, inching closer and closer to that Capcom Cup qualifying spot.
So I'm with the LCQ again.
Sí.
I ain't got magic like that. No.
Yeah.
You can't do it twice. Well, maybe you can, but you wouldn't want to.
So this is definitely an easier road. Not that it's easy at all, but that LCQ is a pure bloodbath.
The gatekeep killer.
On point, the OD, the bust out, the
Maximum, Yahoo!
Goblin.
Shall see who gets eaten up here. Zhen just surviving for
The
now on a
gatekeep
bit
killer.
of a drive gauge.
Back in perfect parry. One up punch and a follow. Gets a DP right after. He's caught up in the corner.
Hey,
Up
ho.
at the bottom. We'll do conversion to level 2.
Lo mata, lo mata, lo mata, lo mata, lo mata.
Again. Hit him with that sauce. Hit him with that extra oxtail. And hit him with that finish. Zhen is your victor between these two, sending down a Capcom Cup
3-0
out of the bracket.
Remember when I said he'll hit you with stuff I haven't seen before? Yeah. He did perfect parry, punish counter soul bot into that link after. That was a clean punish, bro.
That's a clean, bad person. I can't say the rest of the words, but you know what I'm talking about. You know that Zhen, when he is in his bag, he don't mess up. Yeah. See, it was a problematic start right here with the fireballs, but immediately as he recognizes that these things aren't working out, like, let me correct myself. Yeah. Like, look at that. Even though the Sobot too close that time, other times we didn't get to see it punished. And when it was, Dual Kevin wasn't really prepared or ready. Dual Kevin maybe not locked in as much because he already qualified. But then again, Zhen playing out of his mind right now. I don't know if that would have made the difference in this match.
And Zhen, he likes that slobber knocker style of play, right? Where he's going to be manipulating you with sway and whatnot at these close quarters ranges.
Y ahora viene el segundo match para decidir el top 4. Zen ya está en loser semis con esto. Ahora tienen que esperar el que gane de Umerogan versus ZachinABox.
We talked about that. Sometimes he's just in a zone and it's tough to get answers because he's just right all the time.
Look at that. Got the cross up. Finessing this man to find the finish. And one thing that I think it was Broski and Banana Kid were talking about how strong DJ is. When the players are able to rotate their tools effectively.
Yes.
So hard to stop. So hard to deal with in terms of what to do on defense, what to do on offense. Zhen moving on, loser semifinals. We'll have to fight the winner between ZachinABox and Umerogan.
And that's coming up right now. We ain't going nowhere for that one. ZachinABox versus Umerogan. Of course, we saw Zach start out the day up against Sayff on the can. Now he's going to have to deal with Luke. We know he has a Luke of his own, but he did dodge the mirror against Dual Kevin yesterday. We're assuming he's going to do the same here and bring out the JP.
Yeah, it's been kind of the tale of tapes, right? Go for a different sort of character. Don't run that mirror. Joe has already proven that he's good in the mirror from in this
Fuera drop
y
chip kill.
You don't want to fight him on the equal ground. Yeah. Those were some fun money matches. But this is definitely some money match here for Joe. Yes, again, he's already qualified. So get the max amount of guap on the dot. We'll see if that even happens, though. He might drop. We'll see. The JP is up once again.
And this does qualify as a money match because top 4 gets paid out here, right? This is for top 4 right now.
You spitting. Zach with that qualification, though.
Yeah, indeed, Zach, of course. Umerogan qualifying through the World Warrior in Canada. But right now, he's looking
Así es, Zachin usando al JP ahora contra el look de Joe.
He hasn't qualified yet. When you have that hunger, when you have that need to qualify still,
play different. More locked in, Noah. Chaser. Perfect parry, trying to press the issue. Perfect parry again. He's from Zach.
Oh.
More nice and healthy. Advance. Perfect parry again.
He's looking real strong against the perfect parries. And like we said, plays Dual Kevin all the time, right? So he's going to be well versed in this matchup, but not enough to stuff that. Joe, willing to expose a gap right there, was confident that
Amnesia.
The dice, block slow, the flip out. Not too bad here for Joe.
Overhead.
Old overhead right back at him.
They're just bringing down the heel.
No, el agarre.
The parry right there, the punish kind of throw enough damage.
But that's smart because we've seen parry so often from Zach's side. Like,
yeah.
Like, all right, cool. Commit to the boost, guys. I got you.
For sure.
Clouds on.
Now corner carry, what we're going to do with it here.
Otra vez el hammer.
Jab, he recovered in time, but maybe that anti-air was a little bit too slow because
¿Lo mata?
Jab.
2D2.
He's dead. He's dead. Lo mata. No. El overhead. 1-0 para Joe.
This man overheaded the life support machine out the socket. Yeah, like wow.
Grandpa, no!
It was not necessary.
First game here for Joe. Let's hold a little bit. Right. Fantastic buttons. Close enough to do so.
Yeah, both players playing very slow, very conservative to start this game. Zach obviously being down a game now, right? He might be a little bit more timid. Yeah, didn't commit to anything afterwards, right? Didn't want to get like DI during the purple swipe.
Right. OD against the plus range, the stand heavy. Now the back throw. Again, Joe, he's confident as hell. He's getting too confident. DI right back. Here's the clap back.
That's huge. That should be the round for Zach, and it most definitely will be. And this is a tough spot to find yourself against JP. When he wins the first round, he's got 2 bars. So if he gets you into that target combo, it's going to be damage all day, every day.
As it goes. Back to the crouching medium punch, though, trying to prevent that. The drop here from Joe, but finds a perfect parry. Goes for the drive, then attack on drive cage. Put him in the corner.
That's a little weird of a button to try to combat. Oh, he does bait out the OD amnesia right there. He's going to empty the meter. He burned himself out. We're going to get a level 3, yes. So the purple swipe, he dropped it. Never mind. I'll get to that point later. Zach gonna have a big opportunity here. Hit some low. Yeah, there's the target combo starter. Now you can't parry because you're burnt out. Double crouch, medium kick. You opened up every time.
Like a horror story, man. Back up in the corner. The Pierce. No departure. Actually tries to go for the overhead ghost. Isn't able to set up shot. Has to be careful with these fireballs. Joe's trying to build some bars.
No te quedan más.
He gets his bar back. Let's see how he's gonna use it for perfect parry. Drive versus Idiot. He pulled back.
No te quedan
And baits it out once again. Easy bait of it, baby. He's eating them up right now.
The 6th sense on the amnesias.
It's a throw right after. That's too old for a lot of people. I gotta stop that. Double down with the throw is a Joe. Fireball follow-ups.
Oh man, gonna be good. Oh yeah, got him with the jabs, right? Just chaining from 2 light to 5. The extra range on that 5 light punch from JP, the stand light punch is so far. It catches people trying to take their turn a lot.
A little bit slower, but it's really good to have that follow-up, right?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Like you said, it's slower.
Establish it with the crouching light punch first. Parry, interrupt from the down for a heavy punch. Oh no, off in the corner, forward fears. He tries to take back his turn. Joe feels it nasty when he should. It's a confidence, but Zach playing around it.
Thankfully, cuts him off with the pass yet again. See, on deck, very scared to just jump like that. Drive reversal off of the parry. Doesn't want to give him those plus frames.
Before he won't off the crouching medium punch. This should be death. This should be level 3. Zach.
It should have been, and then he used the OD, burned himself out on top of that, but cuts it off. Whoa, bro.
But Joe also tried to OD dash up. I don't know what the hell that was like.
Scrambly at the end. Scrambly at the end, for sure.
Not the kind of over easy, my boy. Down for a heavy punch is how we start off, but here's the back row, though. Right back up in the corner he goes. On impact, he's a little bit, but Joe not pressing anything.
Oh, it didn't not even attempt to punish. I think usually the stand Pierce can punish that down for heavy from JP pretty consistently. Yeah. Oh, speaking of punishes, these OD amnesias, you might need to forget about that move, fam.
To the side for a little bit. It's not working out. Are you putting more parry? Crouching light punch. Which is option. Perfect parry. The knockdown.
The trade, but didn't really take his turn off of that. And Joe, we see the confidence, right? Look at this again. Another OD amnesia bait out. And this is the difference, right? Zach is like reacting and trying to do things in the moment. And sometimes you get beat to the punch by these people that are willing to commit to options. Joe, as soon as he gets an opportunity, crouch medium punch. Like the confidence is just there.
Carry, the backboard, here we go. Again, let off Joe. I see one of these departures that needs to be part of the game plan, even more so to lock him down. Finds a stand, Fierce to get the crouching kick. Knee kick. Oh, what? No sense for departure. Look at that stand, Fierce. That led to that.
Strange. There's the crouch medium punch against Zach. Starting to establish that even when he whiffed last time, that's when he walked back and got the whiff punch with Stand Fierce. Level 3, even with this lead, really wants to make sure the dub gets put on the board.
I feel like level 1, even level 2 could have killed. That's a lot of hard to spin, but perfect KO. Either way, game to game, round to round, all evened out right now. But not in bar. That bar level 3 for Joe. Leads to a lot of things. Look at his hit right now.
Yeah, Zach, he's really loving this perfect parry into the down forward heavy punch. Trying to catch these knockdowns after the sandblast.
He likes to block. Yeah, see that drive case completed to lead him to that Stand Fierce continues. So good. It's so good. Whip punish! Medium in a super! God damn!
That adjustment from Joe, right? We've been seeing that driver's crouch medium punch work out. He just waited for him to do it this time. He's like, all right,
go on with yourself.
Go ahead. I don't want to mess with that disjointed hitbox. I'll just whip punish you.
That was godlike. Backs up the
Madre mía.
Perfect parry. He tries to walk in.
Lo mata.
This might be your end. Off the backboard. Light.
2-1.
Knuckle. Optimal stuff here. Joe. Up 2 games in total. This is looking nasty here for ZachinABox. Parry situation not working out. Joe being aggressive. As you said before, walking up in that space. Yeah. Smells breath.
Joe was so sick at that last one, right? Because he saw Zach perfect parry the sandblast, and he keeps doing perfect parry down forward heavy punch. So he's like, all right, you perfect parry, crouch medium punch. Way faster than your option.
Way better in terms of damage potential and corner carry. Yeah. Nice walk up throw, punish counter, caught him with it, grabbing nothing for the demons. For the throw, crouching medium punch. No
Lo mata. Se viene set point.
My goodness, finally lets him live for a second only
Set
to
point.
snuff out that hope. Joe Umerogan 1 round away from moving on.
He's putting Zach in a box right now, bro.
For real.
My guy got to fight back. I'm trying to see more games, Zach.
This man's getting space stoned.
Oh, my God. This is dangerous again. Zach, got to be careful that level 1 can utilize against the fireballs. Could be level 3 beast slope to get that corner carry. That bar getting built up. Same side of Zach. Look at that level 2. You see more of that mix. But we haven't really seen level 2 be a factor up in these matchups.
Oh, can't throw section out. Does get clipped at the end. Crouch medium kick has a great range. And speaking of great range, that anti-air. So good from further distance away than people normally jump. And you can see the reward you get when you connect with it.
There you go. Use that level 2. Are you the team of this, Zach? Is that what's going on? Drive impact right back! No! Wow. He tried to go for it. Probably go for the super after this. Yes, sir. Put him in burnout. Put him on his back foot.
Burnout.
Back sword away. Pound getting pound.
You don't get no meter getting hit by that super. So that level 1's not even built yet.
Lo mata. 3-1. Así que va a ser Joe versus Zhen en top 4, loser semi.
And then he was like, I'm going to make you guess for game before you get that level 1. You don't even get the reversal option available. I'm going to make sure you have to really
Joe versus Zhen.
Unfortunately for Zach, he couldn't find the right answer. Joe Umerogan in top 4.
He made him flip the coin.
He did.
Wasn't that the whole thing that you wanted to do, Zach? But unfortunately, Joe, that
yeah,
confidence is just what takes the bar. I mean, honestly, again, Joe plays a lot of JP when he has to fight Flux Waves over at Syndium and Joe Havoc and TNS all the tournaments. He plays a lot of JP on a continuous basis. But Zach's JP is good, but it's very new. You see a few layers, but you don't see enough layers. And then once the pressure gets on, it's looking long, man. It's looking real difficult to have to deal with someone like Joe, who's just so confident in things like this, the reads like this that amount to so much.
Man, I feel like he baited every single OD amnesia that Zach tried.
Tuvo oportunidades para matar, pero Zachina se olvidó.
Super sick stuff from Joe, and yeah, that drive rush into sway.
Tuvo muchas oportunidades para matar y no lo aprovechó Zachina y eso le costó carísimo. Así que el top 4 está confirmado. Sayff versus Jack, Zhen versus Joe Umerogan.
Marching along the losers bracket. He has made it into the money, but we'll see if he can gatekeep his way all the way to first place. But now, of course, before we get to that, this is the last CPT online premiere to get another person in the Capcom Cup. But we have one more tournament to decide who that last person is going to be. That is the LCQ going down from February 16th to the 18th in Los Angeles, California. That's going to determine our final participant for Capcom Cup and who's going to get that chance at the $1 million first place prize.
Listen, if you're hungry for something else, Chipotle's got you. They've got Capcom, they got the fighting community, and they got us continuously. Chipotle coming through, joining hands with Capcom during this first year of Street Fighter 6. Yo, get the app, get that carne asada back on the grill for a limited amount of time. Hey, Joe, good stuff as we move through the bracket again. Jamie, can we pull up an ad for the people? Hit them with a quick 5. Because when we come back, we have more Street Fighter 6 for all of you. Stick with it.
Chipotle's
carne asada. Huh?
It's our most tender cuts of steak, grilled and seasoned with cumin, oregano, and coriander. Finished with fresh lime and chopped cilantro. Carne asada. This is our best steak ever.
Let's get this mission started.
We got more Street Fighter League. I know you can smell the tension in the air. Back in the field, back. We ready, it's time. Ooh, punish counter. Out of the huddle, you know that I climb. A dangerous smile, a weapon of choice when pushing the line.
Season after season, it's only gotten better.
Big Bird in trouble.
Huh?
Bet it all, give me my cash. Game can't stop it. Take off like a rocket. Bring it back, don't bend mine. I'm the one now. You can't hide. What an upset. What an upset. With all your heart. This is our moment. Nobody saw this happening. I dare you to find me better Street Fighter. It's time to rise. This is our moment. This is our time. The time is now. It's time to rise.
Unprecedented and unpredictable. It only gets better.
All or nothing!
This is a different Chris CCH. I don't know who this young man is.
My man looks so happy.
Momentum is speed in general. So hard. That RD taking it down defensively against a big sprint that we've seen thus far.
It is the hardest season of Street Fighter League ever. History in the making. This is our moment. This is our time. This kid is ridiculous. This kid is ridiculous. This is our moment. This is our time.
He gives a kiss to the audience. I love that.
Válgame. Ok. Tan, tan, ta, 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 ta.
My brother, just a kid, you are one of the best players in America, one of the best players in the world even. What was all of that like for you?
I don't know. I think it is more so I just kept getting better and better over time, and it was a mindset where I actually don't mind if I lose.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those things where some people
Yuck.
just create this new mindset where they just lose. They're like, oh, okay, and then they grow from it. Instead of being super negative, I think I became more positive from losses. And I'm gratefully enjoying the fact that I went from literally starting from the bottom, and you saw from Rebel Rounds, I was not making top 8s or nothing.
Yuck.
He's like, he's a top 8 Evo, he's winning combo breakers in SFL. So I think it's just me keep growing and growing, and then keep playing strong players, and then keep understanding mindsets and mind games, and then eventually it just stuff clicks.
Now you are the reigning champ for CPT Midwest. So coming into this year, do you feel that right now it's a new game? Are you still the best player in the Midwest right now, or is it tough to call?
Honestly, I think because it's a new game,
Ahí está.
I think I can't
Saludos.
say who's the best in the West currently,
Maxi, estoy acá cubriendo en co-stream o en multi-stream el último CPT online que me queda, que es el de la región de US, Canada, Midwest. Aunque esto comenzó hace más de una hora, empezó a las 8 de la noche. Pero ya estamos ya en el top 4, que va a ir ahora primero.
You can get a good mixture of us to form a strong team. Yeah. So I think that's what it is. I can't say who's the best right now until we see like genuine results over time. Yeah. So I'll say we're a strong team or strong region.
Viene primero ahora la Winners Finals ahora. Que obviamente está todo FT3 al primero de 3.
Man, I'm glad to see Jack. He's got a good head on his shoulders, man. I love his attitude about losing. We heard that echoed yesterday with a quote. I forgot which player had the quote, but they said one of the best things I've ever heard in Street Fighter is Angry Bird saying, don't be afraid to lose, right? And that's kind of the sentiment that Jack echoed right there, where I went from being salty and just being discouraged to losing to really learning and embracing the losses and growing from them, right? And that's how you get better. And you can see he's in winners finals because of it.
That's true. Going up against Sayff, shots to just a kid. Watching him grow and compete over the years has been fantastic. There were times when my man couldn't anti-air, he couldn't combo, right? He was random. But now look at you in this top spot. Let's see if we can get it done against Sayff, though, who is definitely no slouch at all. Going back to how he worked out the Canadian Expo tournament where you had all the
Sayff versus Jack. Y después de eso, Zhen versus Joe.
As well. It's going to be a fantastic match. Obviously, the winner of that goes to the grand finals. The loser goes down to the shark pool where Zhen and Umerogan away.
Sayff, Jack. Juri versus Ken se viene ahora. Juri versus Ken.
This is going to be interesting to me. I'm trying to think about this matchup on paper. Last time I asked Nephew about it, he felt that it was pretty even, the Ken-Juri matchup. He said at the beginning it felt like it was a bit in Ken's favor, but as he played the matchup more and more, he found out areas where Juri can excel.
Sí, el matchup parece ser de Juri Ken está a favor de Ken acá. En el Street Fighter 5 ese matchup era a favor de Juri.
That's kind of the reason why, and not to downplay Ken, I swear to God, please. Stick with me. No, walk with me.
I'm not even doing it. I'm the Ken player. He's going to do it for me.
I play a little Ken too, so maybe that's what I'm doing. But to be honest, you start to get used to things like, you get used to the OD Fireworks and Perfect Parry. You get used to Dragon Lash and stuff like that. And so Ken's options are still good, but you have ways to deal with it. That's why things are equalized. Don't get it twisted, though. It's going to put you in the corner. It's fall corner. It's winners finals. It's Jack versus
Toma, Dragon Back.
Off with a drive impact.
Exposing the block strings. He saw the way Sayff just abused Jinrai in his winter semis match, right? He's like, you're not going to do that to me. I will DI. I will threaten with it. I'm going to discourage that option.
There's FDP as well. You have his options.
Absolutely.
Just like this.
Burnout encima. Se viene la pared.
Yeah, now he's gonna be able to Jinrai. Oh, he stopped it and baited it out. That's gonna be a
Qué
huge punish.
baiteo le
Starting with
hizo.
the- Oh, okay, I'll
Lo
take
mata.
that drive rush crouch fierce. That's big damage. I wanted the run Tatsu starter, but I'll take
Guess
that
for
one.
game.
Into
He's
the
dead.
DI. He's locked up and locked out because he didn't have the meteor until after he was stunned.
Very smart stuff. And honestly, after we saw that drop previously, we had Tatsu comments like, that's cool, that's saucy, but it doesn't have a lot of flavor to it. So I'm just going to leave it to the side right now. Winners finals, I just want to qualify.
Payama
I
Yuri
did it.
As long as he gets the
versus
job done, that's the
White
most
Ken.
important part.
White Kiken. Costume 2 contra Costume 3.
Count the fireball, the lock, safe in the corner.
Hadouken.
Extra strategies like Lady Fireball, the driver right after it. Foot done.
Oh, indeed, it hit so quickly, right? You saw Sayff not blocking the correct way. Stops the run cancel. Yeah, not gonna allow him to do that for free.
The fireball, safe and solid.
Take the throw y encima punish counter.
Oh, I don't know if the jumping would have worked out there.
Yeah, it would have been close for sure. Fireball actually does catch the Dragon Lash before and gets
Perfect
the sky.
parry.
Jump parry from Jack, and it works
A la
out
pared.
Kind of day. Driver personally face out, but
Qué mal drop tuvo Sayff.
close enough and falls to that level 1.
That's interesting. That crouch fierce, it has a pretty cool, like, disjointed horizontal hitbox in the first part of it. I haven't seen people go for that after the drive reversal for a punish. Interesting stuff.
Usually crouching medium kick, you know it's gonna hit you.
Yeah, exactly.
Terza Loto Yuri.
The fireball, the lock him down. We talked about fireball pressure being so good. Baits out the reversal. Decide to say attack on drive here. That drive impact. Renko kicks is at level 2.
Let's see what it's gonna be like. He's gonna fuzzy him up. No, he tries to go low after Sayff blocks
Uf,
correctly.
burnout. Sayff está jodido a no ser que encuentre la manera de sobrevivir ahora. Punish counter encima. Sea.
Sit down and
Shut up.
Save.
Just like Capcom told you in the trailer.
Damn, that's actually wild. Put that later. Capcom did me dirty. And that's
Nada.
to the drive impact.
Lo mata.
And that's a wrap.
1-0 para
Just
Jock.
again, as we talked about, as many people have dealt with against this character, has options prepared, ready and steady against the entry point.
I love it.
Dragon Lash, no, don't do that one. That's that ass. First game here to Jack.
And that's something you identified, you highlighted, right? Like, as people have gotten used to these different approaches from Ken, they get easier to react to. So you really have to use them sparingly. You have to condition the opponent with other things, or else you'll see what happens.
100%. Has had the fireball stock and make that safe.
Oh, and then look at the spacing trap. Confident pressing the button after the Fuha.
Fireball, stocks up in between. I like that from Jack. Every so often, make sure to stock up as much as possible. Use the neutral. Don't be special from the right sort of way.
And look at this, all parrying all the fireballs, and he gets the perfect parry on the one that Sayff tried to approach afterwards on.
The fireball item. Stand here, great button. Goes for the overhead. Yeah, you're dead. And it's so difficult with the fireball pressure from the corners. Even the most defensive players will get blown up.
And Jack, he's very confident right now, right? Because that move that he drive rush canceled is very hit confirmable. He did it on block and was like, I'm just going overhead. He is very confident.
Safe for the air right there. Safe's been dire straight before. This is not going to be anything new to him.
Bien, reacción.
Right back. Yes, sir. What's the pickup? I like to get the OG Jinrai.
Double up on it. He wants
Level
to
3.
unload the bank.
There we go.
Pero se está a punto de quedar en burno.
You have whatever you like.
I'm invested in you being unhealthy.
Backs up a little bit, looking for a reversal possibly. Don't give him too much room though. Let him get comfortable.
That was a good jump from Jack. Like at that range, I don't think the DP would have connected.
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe Sayff could have done like OD Tatsu, but not a lot of people are going to do that.
Right. Weird angle if it misses, would have died for it.
Yeah.
Back throw.
Definitely not an option. Can't like kick. Gets across the kick to catch
Oof. Crouching medium kick.
Jack is doing. He's been very mobile. Without that fireball, not as hard to deal with. But with drive rush, it still is.
Yeah, but there's that one. Again, the Renko kicks coming through. And again, he tried that same gambit, but it's still her turn after the drive rush overhead.
Back throw.
Jack is +1.
Safe. Puts Jack up in the corner. Oh, you want to shimmy me? No, both of them don't follow up though.
Jack,
with a drop.
You robbed us of a commentary moment. I
That
want you
would
to
have
know
been
that.
that would have been my real, bro.
Yeah,
Come on now.
You robbed us of a real moment. I want you to know that. And now Sayff looking to rob him of the remaining life on his health bar.
Give me it all.
Level 2.
Oh man, very close to burnout here. Leaves him on a pixel.
Jinrai, BD stand fears. Oh, it's being chipped. No dip, no close with these stagger steps. And all the hits
Overhead,
connect. He's
1-1.
trying to block that super. Nothing there. No problem.
Sayff, man, I love the way he structured that offense at the end. Like you said, he didn't want to just leave an easy gap for him to reversal super. Waited at the end, caught Jack trying to take his turn back. So good.
The reads for both players right now. And again, Jack needs that fireball feels like to really stop Sayff from coming in. Beyond just like OD fireball. He tries to dash in, you have that fireball to kind of lock him down. That's like a comfort zone. Isn't able to get the hit off the stock, but at least the stocks are there. Yes. Still fun.
Your Jack, tries to go over. That is a punish you could do is quick enough, but that time not the timing that Sayff needed. Ooh, perfect parry into the crouch jab, yeah.
I like that side switch.
Try to bait out a reversal.
Perfect
that parry after the stand heavy kick, definitely a popular option from Ken's.
Oh yeah.
It's like -4 on block.
And then you just hit that. Yes, sir. Feels good. I play Ken with this. I understand.
You know what's up.
Yeah. Foot dive. Back low. This is a normal fireball though, just to lock him down. What's on that bar? I get it. Perfect parry. Parry again, finds a low. There you go. Up around. Parry for parry, but Jack off better right now.
Jack starting to really look comfortable in the match. Oh, -5 on block, excuse me. Then the stand pretty kick of Ken. But right now, you gotta worry about this knockdown situation. Jack for me is the level 3. That's gonna give him a big life lead in this round. Work on the drive gauge a bit as well, have the advantage there.
Top in the corner, medium stand, medium punch is really good. Through the gap, we send out those super, but it's not the cutscene. Damage a little lean though.
Yeah, still decent enough. Gets him out of the corner, kind of evens up the life bar, and Jack had already spit his meter as well.
The overhead, it's gonna happen. Jack locks it out. The OD fireball stocks up. Dash up for the medium punch for the plus range. Let's catch him walking back. The defense here from Sayff. It's so solid.
It is. Now Jack's out of stocks though. So we're going to see, is he going to stock up here? Yeah, as soon as he gets the front throw, it makes a lot of sense.
Perfect parry!
In response to the drive rush.
Wow. DP. That is. Fireball's out.
Oh, he actually caught Jack. Gonna go with the empty jump throw.
This
is a big gambit right now. Sayff, just gets in his face. Gets OD DP'd.
These kids don't care, bro. These kids don't care.
Y está en burnout.
Perfect parry again. The reactions here from Jack.
I talked about being locked in. He's playing like it. The fireball, though, stuffs the drive rush approach. Overhead
2-1 para Jack.
And my goodness, his thirst is quenched. Jack up 2-1.
This has been such a great set. The back and forth in defense, the parries back and forth, the reads, the jump ins at certain angles.
No se olvidó del overhead de la Juri Sayff y pagó el precio más caro. 2-1 para Jack.
Perfect play right here for the corner carry, enhanced Tatsu.
Yeah, I love him staying out of the Renko kick range as well. We see Jack get so much mileage off that. And now representing the parry off of the drive rush normals. Sayff starting to come up with a lot of answers.
What's up, though? The other part of Jack is that he's so brave with the reversals on lake up. He's willing to do that.
Oh, yeah, and then that 5-frame stand medium punch is either throw or that stand medium punch, same amount of frames.
Back row. Came up in the point, set up the fireball. Confident with that walk-up row. He techs it.
Oh, he didn't want to keep walking back. Perfect timing on the crouch medium kick regardless, though.
The fireball. Good jumper that he would like to have. Stand light kick counter hit. Heavy Jinrai. The weight, the walk-up, the throw.
Nice. Sayff kind of going back to the Jinrai abuse a little bit. Jack had discouraged him before with the DI. We'll see if that comes into play again.
Like that. ODDP against the overhead immediately.
Jinrai, yeah, you see, he doesn't want to commit to the next option. It caught Jack off guard last round, but this time he's going to be ready.
Jinrai's definitely making a difference. And it's killing his drive gauge.
Yeah.
Killing the character. Because Jack, you have to go for level 2 at some point. Get your bar back. Get that corner carry. Looking difficult. Yes.
Level 1.
Defense, though.
That's going to burn him
Enjoy
out,
the trip. Ambos en burnout. No, Sayff no está en burnout. Lo mata. No confirmó.
TP. OD. He's back with bar. Oh, but he didn't. The dash up. The fireball. It's one hit. Sayff. Walking back. Playing his patient. Doesn't have to overextend to get the win. It's one touch. He gets
Lo mata. 2-1.
We're going to a final game in this winners line.
2-2. Otra vez con el throw.
A lot of confidence, a lot of control in that round for sure.
And more of those Jinrais, as he pointed out. Going back to that well, having that feeling. The thing about Ken is, yeah, some of these things are easy to punish or can be punished, but if you rotate them enough, it can be even bad matchups off guard. Even though it's a bad matchup, It's just enough to catch the players off guard as well. The final game between the two. Backs up looking for reversal. He catches him with the crouching medium kick, but here's the tumbleweed. The back throw. Up in the corner you go.
Toma, te comiste otra vez el dry impact y back throw.
What a time to do it. Yeah. Wake up on the DI, cuts him off as well, and a full combo jumble.
Take the front. Oh, I got
yeah, remember he tried to throw earlier and he got throw tagged. I'm like, just hit.
Take the
They
throw.
are not going to know what side they're going to land on.
Yeah, press the button. Go find success.
Very smart from Sayff that time.
Backing him up. Gets the
Overhead. Lo mata. Set point para Juk, a punto de enviar a Sayff a losers.
Nice interruption against the drive rush. Crouching medium kick ready with it.
Jack maybe a little bit too thirsty for that victory. Got over aggressive at the round start. Sayff piecing him up in the corner now. Yeah, great trade.
It's that clutch moment, right? And they could pull it back any point. You have to stay in the game. Get even more locked in at this point. Level 3. When you dump it out?
Yeah, you got to do it. It's going to put Jack, I think, on life support. It might end up killing. We shall see. If he went with the OD General follow-up first,
No lo mata, lo deja con un píxel de vida. Final round. Ambos en set point. Y solo se adivinará quién se gira. ¿Será Sayff o será Juk?
That bar right back. I like him using that button. That is fantastic. Great shimmy tool. Like the throw. Then all parry still gets opened up off the crouching jab.
There's the OD. Just like that. Sayff wakes up, immediate drive rush of his own, just gets right back in his face.
Gears the low, crouching medium kick, stocks up, DP, one more good conversion. The area right there drops him right back down. Careful of that drive gauge. He holds the parry to stay as solid as possible. Do not get put up around against his characters. The Gen Rise will fly.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Sayff, life deficit, but so much on drive gauge lead.
Take the throw.
Throw. Drive rush light.
Take the throw.
The Loop City. The OD DP, not enough.
He just barely lives. He burned himself out in that process as well.
Safe in.
So dangerous for Jack at this point. At least he's worked his way away from the corner. Sayff does get it low, and he's going to go into the level 2. That's a lot of damage and corner carry off of this.
Jack can burn out.
Fireball here. Dragon Lash!
La Dragon Lash y Sayff y Grand Finals winner side.
Man, the lockdown after that fireball and burnout too as well. The Dragon Lash follow-up.
Yeah, and that's really what I think made the difference, right? Because
Se comió la Dragon Lash.
Get reacted to, it's with two things: parry and drive impact. In burnout, you do not have access to either of those. So good stuff from Sayff, picking his spots to abuse the moves and taking it all the way to grand finals. I don't even know if that was heavy or light, because people you do light on the Dragon Lashes when people are in burnout.
That's
but
true.
That looked like heavy to me.
Yeah,
oh man. Great stuff from Sayff to clutch it out.
Oh, man, what a matchup back and forth in terms of drive impacts. And we saw a lot of those come through. And a lot of parries, too, as well. Working around that option. It's a blue kind of day. I get it. But you see the walk-up throws continuously calling it out. And even if it's not you getting a throw against them, you're putting it in their mind that I will walk up and throw you if you keep going for this option. You will eat punch counter damage, and it will be effective. I did see Jack go for these options like drive impact against like Dragon Lash. But when it's rotated enough and you put a lot of mental stack on, they become dangerous threats once again when they're put in differently. You know, you can't just run it consistently over and over again, but like you put in after like some dash with drive rush and stuff like that, then it gets effective.
And that's exactly what you were getting at the top of the set, right? It's like, just because we've gotten used to these Ken options doesn't mean he's bad.
Yeah.
Like, he's got so many of these options at this range that it's going to be forever hard to answer them correctly 100% of the time, as we see here. So beautiful stuff from Sayff, really starting to mix up his
Sayff Grand Final winner side. Ahora vemos con Zhen contra Joe. El que gane se irá contra
That's
Juk.
really a big part of what makes Ken so good in this game. And now Grand Finals winner side, Jack awaiting the winner of our next match, Zhen and Joe Umerogan.
Depending on how things go down.
Zhen versus Joe.
Pretty much with Joe, Sayff might be okay.
True.
For
That's a good point.
qualification.
That's a good point.
So Sayff is looking real solid right now, but this matchup right here is still going to be nasty. Joe versus Zhen. This is a back and forth if I've ever seen.
DJ versus
I like
Luke.
that Joe got that energy against Zhen, and Zhen's such a nice dude. But it's really just about, you know, he don't vibe with Zhen's play style, that psychic sort of play style. But you know what? It makes it all the more fun when they fight it out.
That's because you know the rule of the FGC, Senkola. The nicer you are in real life, the more of a scumbag you play like.
Man.
That's just how it goes, bro. Zhen Haven't met a nicer person in my life.
100%.
Would never want to play against him in Street Fighter 6.
Oh God, no! Don't play no catch with that guy.
King of disrespect in my eyes, right? So that's just how it goes, man. And of course, yeah, we all got
Y
our
aquí
opinions on
vamos.
different people's play
DJ
styles,
versus
and especially
Luke.
with one like Zhen, where he's willing to do the hard reads, where he's willing to press in disrespectful moments. That's gonna rub people the wrong way.
Oh, of course, especially with that DJ play, man. You get so much off the sway play. You get so much off every exchange we have the drive bar to really dump out the damage. That is going to be painful. But yo, Luke players can't say too much. They have that
Absolutely.
different sort of sauce, different sort of flavor.
We saw Joe do that. He did drive rush HP flash.
Yeah,
you know?
you know what it
He
do.
was dipping
Come on
into the
now.
dark arts. That
Exactly.
Hey, oh.
Backing up, light.
El martillo.
Didn't have a charge. Drive rush, light punch, starter, crouch
No,
grip.
no confirmo bien ahí Hsien, ahí el combo.
Far out.
Sandblast.
Right now, sway after the sandblast as well. It's just so hard to catch us.
Ahora sí.
DJ.
Yeah.
That bust out on the stage.
Audio Rising Up. Slasher.
Now the sweep on the way down.
Oof.
Medium punch starter, light, knuckle, chaser, backs off, looking for reversal possibly.
Lo mata. Round para Zhen.
And see, wasn't that off of a block funky slicer that he did jab afterwards, right?
Yeah.
Like, Joe was in burnout though, right? Okay. So fair enough. That was actually a plus funky slicer, but he'll do it when the opponent's not in burnout.
Oh yeah,
Trust
it
me.
doesn't matter.
Trust me.
Watch that. Yeah. OD immediately bust out, get some distance, run the fireball game. Now trying to walk in. Surprised I don't see a button right after, but it is hard to judge sometimes where that lands, and they might smack you with that sway once again.
Excellently spaced soul bot.
Oh, take the throw, punish counter. Take the throw again. Tiger uppercut. Oh, y lo mata. No.
Yeah, Joe had to be really early on that crosscut DP as well, because Zhen empty justice, so if he was able to land, he would have been able to block. So good stuff from Joe.
See a lot of low blocks from the side from Joe. So just some opportunities, as I say that, Loki is there. That may be some data here for Zhen later on. Yeah. Maybe I can figure out that OEP.
Perfect parry. Level 3.
He wants to kill the drive kick.
No para matarlo, sino por el burnout.
Gonna put that drive gauge on life support here. How's he gonna approach this last hit though? Just waits for Joe.
Level
and
3.
Joe goes to the money button, connects with a flash knuckle behind it. Now he's not gonna be in danger at all of burning out.
Buah, el daño.
Walk
Take
up
the throw.
Maximum,
yahoo! Hey, oh. Cuidado con la crouching medium punch.
He's got no answer here.
Nada,
so
he's
Zhen
dead.
immediately goes with the heavy into the drive impact.
1-0 para Zhen.
I like that theory to that play. You're waiting for that disrespect when you come, you play solid. You're like, dang, you like that now? Like, who are you?
Yeah, you can see just swaying after the air slashers, trying to see if Joe will commit to something heavy. All part of that DJ game plan.
You like to try to keep the blocking. Finds a whip punish. Yeah, back him a little bit to whip. Let these things whip and find the hits that you need. Oh,
No.
the bait on the reversal. Suppressor. Silencing that life.
Oh, and now maybe holding up, maybe trying to backdash either way. Gets clipped on the meaty. Finally, generated correctly, makes a defensive read. Gets to breathe for a little bit this round, but Joe gonna suffocate.
The fireballs here and there. Not that one though, with the secretary, but Joe has such a big lead right now. Now it's like one OD.
Lo mata.
Bro, the micro walk up.
The way Joe is just walking out of these ranges of like soul bots and that move right there, like he knows exactly where Zhen wants to play. And look at this, the reads on the up kicks as well.
Zhen, got to upgrade, man. Got more like a novel, so a children's book. So a little too easy for Joe to read. These reversals, finds a whip punch again. As you mentioned,
Target
back
combo
in,
fue
finds
ese.
the right
Take the
distance.
throw.
Crouching medium kick, stand medium punch.
Take the throw.
More opportunity. It's corner pressure.
Take the
Continues some amount of
throw.
throws. Who's doing again?
Perfecto, lo mata.
My man had the karate
1-1.
perfect parry on that one too. Wax on, wax off your life bar. That was quite a way to respond.
Joe is golden right now. Zhen kind of folding a little bit as things are progressing. See what happens. How Zhen is able to acclimate. Has to be more careful with bursting out these normals. Does drive rush in too far for the throw? Unfortunately, not even too far out. Just has too many hits on Big drive rush light to the throw.
Whoa! Later hit of that DP connecting, funky looking combo, but yeah, Soba a little bit better space this time.
Oh, normal
DP.
DP, raw DP.
As soon as he sees it, bro, next level chef is starting soon. Oh,
Otra vez, la crouching
followed up by the green stuff.
medium punch.
No problem.
DP.
You ain't escaping for free.
Crosscut DP. The chopping block is now. Joe is up around. So much, so dangerous. Joe just like waiting for that opportunity to hit that out.
Hey, oh.
The fireball follow up. No, he's gonna keep going with these fireballs. Just yet. There it is. Okay, out to Sobot. Well spaced this time.
Oh, and he gets
Back
it.
throw y punish counter
That
encima.
was a great decision from Joe.
So I'm trying to leave.
Take the throw. Take the
Establish
throw.
that throw loop. Try to catch him flinching that time. Good defense from Zhen.
Taking the fireball down. Like that. Add a little bit of something different with it. Again, Joe harder to turn his dude.
Yeah, I love the way Joe's not trying to take his turn back after the air slashes immediately. He's like, I'm not trying to play that sway game. I'll just back up and sit on my life lead, but Zhen finds a big crouch medium punch.
Level 3.
Gotta get his bar back. I get it. Won't kill, but
Go, wake up, punk.
Bad sort of way. Full service.
A la pared.
No, you can't do that.
No, ¿lo mata?
That is raw CA. We're going to game 4, fam.
Let's take it.
Oh, el 2-1.
That game is in the books.
Well, that's CA tartar.
Damn.
We ain't gonna cook those. You just sit it right off the pad. It's supposed to be that way. No. Sit it out.
So you want more than an appetizer, that's for sure.
Yes, sir. And the great thing was he has a fake out, so he went for that option. Fantastic. The sway play does.
Vamos, Zen, no permitas que el gatekeeper gane. No se lo permitas. Otra vez.
He just can't find these sway timings. Joe's been very disciplined about when to take his turn. See, outspacing these soul bots.
Yeah.
Look at that. We saw the first one wave. He tried it again, but Joe is just
Take
so
the
up
throw.
right now.
It's so continuous and so much.
Take the throw.
Feel comfortable.
Take the throw.
Triple spine buster. That's a backiotomy.
He is folding him like a comic.
Set point para Joe.
That's what I was going to say. I don't know if the laboratory has an answer.
Otra vez.
Might be back to the lab real soon here for Zhen if you don't do something different. So while again trying to catch these back jumps. Careful now. Oh, fireball, normal one. The light starter ends it with the jackknife.
Yeah, he really needs to turn the momentum around now.
Otra vez.
Say that money button coming through, and that's going to be the end of
Lo
the set.
mata.
Joe Umerogan moving on to losers finals.
Ching!
All day, every day.
All the
Sí.
mist land right there, Joe.
Se han eliminado. Así que solo quedan Sayff, Jack y Joe.
Beginning of all these sets, to be able to be in a range where Sobot's landing, where he might drive rush forward with the light punch. It has happened.
3-1.
He's like, hey, that's fine.
Yeah.
If it happens, it happens. I can make the comeback.
You could just tell how efficient of a fighting game player Joe Umerogan is. Because remember at the beginning, we were like, wow, the spacing on Zhen's soul bots is so perfect. We were like, every single time, it's like at the tip of the kick. And right after that round, never connected with a soul bot again. It was like he either was too close, so it wasn't that great of a situation for DJ afterwards, or he was just whiffing them entirely. Like Joe, incredible adjustment on the spacing.
When you make a DJ player uncomfortable, you're doing something very, 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 very right. And it's one of those, again, it's one of those characters that you have to deal with in terms of he's creating chaos.
La última esperanza para evitar que haya un Ken más, con eso serían 8 Kens, es que Jack elimina a Joe.
Just that confident walk up, a lot of pressure, great bar usage. The tip was up you see from Luke overall in the optimization to make sure you're able to double the damage. And I like that super also at the end against the fireball. He could have been faked out, could have been hit. But he made that big bet. Again, that confidence has taken him to losers finals against Jack.
DJs get so much mileage off of their opponent overextending.
Así que el
and
top
Joe never
3
did that.
que se decide ahora es entre Ken, Yuri y Luke.
Very smart stuff. I was very impressed. But before we continue on in this bracket, I want to first say congratulations to Team Bandits and Fab Gaming, of course, for winning their respective Street Fighter leagues. The US and Japan editions of Street Fighter League have their champions crowned, but the Street Fighter League EU edition will still be crowning their champions in next week, of course, to get that trio, that three-headed monster of the teams from US, Japan, and EU to clash for the finals of Street Fighter League at Capcom Cup.
King G, that's sick. Well, it's also sick. This is artwork that we have been seeing all throughout Street Fighter 6's lifespan, and this one is super dope. In celebration of the Capcom Cup X, they created this great artwork featuring Ryu and Luke. So keep a lookout for this art appearing at the venue, appearing at Capcom Cup, which is coming up soon. What's also coming up is even more matches, and we have to determine who makes it through. People, it's time. Back to the lab again. Don't go anywhere after this break. We're going to have more Street Fighter 6 coming your way.
You're really making all of this by hand.
Oh yeah, the avocados are hand mashed, the chips are hand tossed, and everything is made fresh.
You make it fresh every day.
Yes, every day. The Chipotle way is we make it fresh every day.
Sounds delicious.
Oh, el LED teaser. Ed.
Bring it on. I'm not gonna be anyone's pawn. You hear me? Show up again and I'll punch a hole through you. Objection!
Ok, un minuto falta. Para lo último que nos queda. Losers Finals y luego Grand Finals. Para decidir al último clasificado para la región de Midwest. Veamos.
Welcome back to the Midwest CPT
Último
online
corte.
premiere. We have arrived at a top of 3 action, losers finals and grand finals, and this losers finals.
Aquí vamos, Losers Finals se decide todo. Si Joe le gana a Jack, Sayff se clasifica automáticamente.
Is already qualified for Capcom Cup. That means if he wins, Sayff is qualified regardless of grand finals. Jack has to win here to stay alive, and for that grand finals to mean the true qualification spot.
That's true. We'll see what it do. But as you mentioned, all that has to happen right now is for Joe to get that victory. Sayff right now is like messaging him. I bet and be like, hey man,
yeah,
please lock in, bro.
Yeah,
lock in. I need you to really lock in right now because again, qualification obviously will be great here. Ontario representation out to Canada really coming through in this bracket of Midwest and Canada Midwest.
That's the facts, actually. Big ups to Canada, actually getting 2 out of the 3 of the top 3 spots.
Yeah, fantastic work, but it all comes down to this right now. Jack versus Joe Umerogan for Losers Finals, and possibly to see who's going to qualify and see if Sayff is actually safe.
Oof.
Now, Jack, Joe Umerogan, they go back and forth from what I've watched, but again, I see Joe in more brackets more often than not. Not saying that Jack doesn't play, but I am saying that I see Joe more often in these top spots.
Everywhere, bro. Like, Joe is
compared to a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's not even just Jack.
Exactly. Like, he is one of the biggest grinders in this game right now. Like, he enters every possible tournament he can. And as you mentioned, always on the upper echelon of results as well. I rarely see a bracket that he enters where he's not top 8, if not top 4.
That's true.
So, dude is a monster. And Jack's going to have to stop him in his tracks to keep his hopes of qualifying alive.
He did previously. To be fair, Jack was the one that did take him down to losers.
Oh, good point.
Good point. In the dungeon with the Demon's Dog. We'll see if he's able
8
to
games
job
or 6 Juris.
if he'll get his revenge and shake up the entire competition. Losers Finals, versus Juri. Let's go.
And here we go.
Everything depends on this match.
Jack's Capcom Cup qualifying hopes alive. Joe has already qualified. If he wins this match, Sayff is in Capcom Cup.
Absolutely. Up in the corner.
8 games or 6 Juri.
Walk up throw to as well. The jabs, everything is working out. It's harassing the drive cage. We haven't seen a health parry to keep that bar up.
Yep. And Joe, he's still playing in a very solid, very disciplined, not trying to steal turns back on these light strings, but he's found himself in the corner, and he finally takes a risk there, but it's at the cost of burning himself out.
Un round para Jack. Bien, empezamos bien para Jack. Que tiene que ganarle sí o sí a Joe si quiere tener una oportunidad de desafiar de nuevo a Sayff por el último puesto de clasificatorio online, porque el último que falta va a ser el LCQ, que va a ser offline, que va a ser el 17 de febrero.
Right after, no put dive here. The crouch is actually working out. That should, I mean, it's one of the best anti buttons in the game.
In the scramble, Joe just relies on that money button. It's one of the best scramble tools in the game.
Pero ya, Joe ya está en burnout. Necesita comerse un overhead y está muerto.
Far back. Can you find an opening?
Jack, yeah, I know he wants to push it while he was in burnout, but he didn't want to get linear. He didn't want to get predictable with the way he went about his offense.
Oh,
wow.
No, he got him with the crouch.
Lo mata.
Just walk back just a little bit. This should be it without any bar at the bottom. Spin.
Man, it's so tough to try to take your turn or do some gambits as Juri after the full hop when you have to contend with that crouch medium punch.
Perfect parry. The ball right after. Hitting up in the corner. Fireball. Cross up DP. All affected because of the drive rush. Very smart subject.
Yeah, even chase down the air flash knuckle.
Take the throw.
Trying to get out of that space. A good parry from Jack as well because that level 3 is loaded. Oh
no, le faltó rango y se come. Bien, bloqueó el hammer.
Yeah,
de
for real,
overhead.
like, I like that move too.
Yeah, man. It's a fun
Oh, close enough to just get straight punished that time. Ouch, and it's going to be full
Level 3.
Now Jack is going to be very low on his drive gauge, very low on his life.
Y poca vida.
One. Walker crouching medium punch. The fireball to lock him down. Finds the overhead. Really
Se gasta el level 3.
my guy. Let me show you how it's done.
We tried to remind them. We tried to remind them.
I did though. Jack gets a lead.
Fit.
Fireball, normal fireball, walk up. Try with a shimmy. Joe's not biting.
I thought Joe was going to pop off with an ODDP, but he doesn't want to burn himself out. Oh, he tried.
No.
The flash knuckle got cut off. Oh, he does pop it off then.
Nada, chipeado.
Oh, man.
1-0 para Joe.
What a time to do it right there. I love the fact that Joe waited for the ODDP to when Jack was going to be burnt out too. What a time to do it.
Oh, man, with the we both go broke. Joe with the first game.
Trade from there. No combo off from either side, though.
Yeah, medium kick. Harassment. That stops by fighting. And now finds the crouching medium punch.
Joe, he just walked forward and stopped right at her crouch medium punch range. That was clean.
It's that confidence, man. I'm telling you.
It is, bro.
No, dropeó. Lo mata.
Any drop, bro, won't get hit with the crouching medium punch.
Precisely. Any scramble,
Yes.
any drop, anything like that, the crouch medium punch is an automatic button that's coming out. Every time.
God,
Yeah.
That's how it is.
6 frames, +1 on block, disjointed, like they are going to press it.
Yes, Bill beats us so much. Walk up the overhead this time,
Yes.
though. But again, the walk back crouching medium punch. How he structures it in. It's also the range for every character has been fantastic. You clearly see the strategy that's utilized right now.
This man's whip punish game is absolutely nasty. Joe has him in the corner. Ooh, maybe
El
wanted that
stomp.
crouch fierce. He's been using that to combat the stomp. Didn't work out that time. He
No.
tried to parry. Thought
Lo
he was gonna be a
mata.
regular
2-0
jump
para
in,
Joe.
and that cost him the whole game. Joe Umerogan, 1 game away for qualifying safe in the Capcom Cup, honestly.
Yeah, but the safe right now is like, please come,
Yeah,
please.
he is
Come
like-
on, Joe. Let's go, Joe.
Jumping up and down in his room. And remember, that are the fellow Canadians as well.
That's true.
That's a good point. Let me see what's going to happen. Can Jack bring this back? He's going to do it 3 games straight up against Joe.
Fireball right after. Try that Hsien. Burnout. Jack has to be wary of that drive gauge. More importantly,
No
now
saltar.
he goes with that crouching medium punch button. He's got that choke. Let that linger for a little bit longer. Read the timings. He dashes up. He gets a punch, a 3-piece, and stocks up.
He tried a neutral jump right there to bait Joe into a throw.
Take the throw.
There.
Take the throw.
Joe has looked so supremely confident. Everything he's done.
Whip. Can't be doing that for St. Pierce. Finds his mark. 10 foot, really.
No.
Takes out the ODDP Jack. Staving off that point.
All right. Not going quietly into the night. I like it.
Footman was never quiet people.
Yeah, that's a good point. You're right. Now Jack taking it to the corner. We see that he likes to establish the throw early because it pushes you so far across the screen.
True. The fireball again, the lockdown, that pressure with the stand fierce right after. I like this harassment up in the corner. It's been really testing Joe. Jack has been able to shine. Hasn't spent so much bar and things like that. He does have level 3. You cannot do that. You can't leave for free.
Indeed. Caught him on the
DP.
recovery of the air flash knuckle. And Joe, though not deterred, still busts out with the ODDP on wake up.
That confidence, man. Again. Need that confidence. That stand fierce fist to face right now.
That's a lot of damage.
Level
That's gonna
3.
put him on life support. Level 3 here. Look at the damage, man.
About to pull that forward and end it.
Oof.
You got him in burnout. It's still a real chance. What a block in the overhead, but he tried to
Hello.
take his turn after, and he
Set
could've,
point
but
para
it's
Joe.
a little bit too slow.
The space trap, the confidence. Joe Umerogan looking to take down Jack and put Sayff in Capcom Cup.
Oh, but he catches him reaching this time, Jack. Because I'm a veteran in this game, just because I'm young.
Lo mata,
don't think
lo mata.
I can't teach you a lesson or two. Level 3 to keep this set alive.
Here we go. What a dominant amount of corner pressure coming through from Jack and staying in the game. A perfect KO. What a rebuttal, bro. Good stuff from Jack to stay in as much as possible. They can keep that corner pressure layered, locked on, and lasered in. Trust me, more games. Come on, Jack.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wake up.
And that's the momentum, right? You need a victory like that, a perfect start, instilling that confidence, start gaining that. Oh, very scary. Every time I see that Fuha come out, I'm like, bro, I hope you're far enough away.
I know. One misspace, one leads to so much damage. The flip throw after the chaser for that Oki.
Gonna find a long-range kick. Combat the spacing that Joe's been primarily playing at.
Take the throw. Tradeo. Wow. OD rising up.
ODDPs, they've been right more often than not for Joe. That's true. Oh,
Lo mata.
Face to face. You gotta be able to beat that money button,
Set
baby.
point nuevamente para Joe.
Right now, or really, Sayff's victory. Set point here for Joe.
Didn't go too far that time, but you see Jack, he's not even confident in his spacing. Didn't whiff punish it, and Joe opens the door.
Got the fireball. Perfect parry is there. That bar getting built at the bottom, slowly but surely, as he gets more aggressive. Yeah, you're parrying these fireballs, and he's slowly walking down. He's got a lot of drive gates to utilize. No surprise, you might be seeing level 3 with a big jump in here from Jack to route things back.
Jack's got to dig deep, man. Remember, he still hasn't qualified. Joe has. He's got something more to play for. Doesn't get shimmied out his boots.
Take
He'll
the
take
throw.
the throw.
That bar at the bottom charge.
Joe gets the punish. So good. Level 3 is going to be able to burn him out as well. Jack, he knows he needs as much advantage as possible right now.
He's everything. He's at level 3 utilize.
Burnout.
He's looking for an opening.
Ay, backthrow punish counter.
You're in yellow. The damage ain't mellow. The trade off the foot dive doesn't be fireball to lock him down.
So
he blocks it out.
He's got 2 stocks, but you can't just be reckless with that. We've seen Joe react to a fireball with a CA already.
Sweet chip. One more hit.
No, se acabó.
Jack has nothing. Jack has absolutely nothing to his name. He's in burnout. He has no health.
Hello.
It's showing no fear. He's like, you think I'm in burnout? I'm just going to be
He's
timid,
alive.
walk away. Dashes up, gets aggressive when he least expects it.
Man, it's not panicking. No more panic. Like Titanic, bro. Stay solid with it.
Oh, he tried
Back
to walk
throw.
away, but he got thrown anyway.
Joe having trouble dealing with that foot dive. It makes sense. It's a dangerous button to deal with hard knockdown too as well.
And DPs will whiff on it sometimes. You know, it's not the easiest thing to just
Take the
with that either.
throw.
100%.
Take the throw.
Here coming from Joe.
Oh, he wanted, that was big confidence right there. He knew that was going to be game if that crouch medium kick drive rush hit. Oh, he wants it.
Take the throw. Y se viene el level 3. Se confirma.
But he's burnt out now.
Oh, luckily wasn't too close.
Yeah, and he was burnt out
too as well, so
you can do the fuhas a little bit more liberally.
But careful now. Any whip, any hit is going to be it. He's looking for that hand medium.
And Joe, he's about to have his meter back as well.
The fake out. Got him with a fireball.
Oh my goodness,
no point. The overhead. You're
Lo
dead.
mató.
Joe takes down Jack, and that means
Sayff clasificado.
Incredible stuff from Joe right there. You saw Jack, he tapped the parry, and he just wasn't expecting the overhead to hit afterwards, giving him the punish counter reward, letting him combo into a full kill. Jack, valiant effort, man. I was rooting for you to give us the grand finals that we wanted to see. But Joe Umerogan is too strong, bro. Already qualified for Capcom Cup. Puts Jack away 3-1. He's letting you know who runs this region.
Ooh, Canada.
Wow.
Oh, Canada. Oh, my God. Look at the shimmy from the side of Joe. The confidence for him to walk up, to stay so clutch in these situations. This is a person that's been playing week after week in these strongest tournaments, the strongest places he can find with the most powerful players in East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, Midwest. Doesn't matter what it is, right? He out here all the time, and you see it in his play. Walking back a
Wow. Sayff clasificado. Le sirvió que Joe eliminara a Jack, así que ahora él ya tiene garantizado la clasificación.
How far his style of confidence is really taking him, right? Because he's going up against somebody that hasn't qualified yet. They got more to play for. They got more to dig deep and find.
Right.
But Joe is just that confident in his skills, and he wants people to know that he is the real deal. And when you have that type of mindset, as he said, confidence can supersede genius. It can supersede you digging deeper, having more to play for. He's just that damn good.
Umerogan moves on to loser side grand finals.
Vamos, Grand Finals. Sayff versus Joe. Ya con esto, obviamente, Sayff clasificado.
This is a run back we've seen continuously in Digital Havoc. This is a tale as old as time in the Canadian scene. It is Sayff. Other side, against Joe, loser side.
I feel like Rob just started playing Drake in the production room. I feel like I hear it through the headphones.
Yeah,
but anyway,
well.
Sayff and Joe Umerogan for our grand finals. Again, Joe has already qualified for Capcom Cup. That means Sayff has qualified as well. But we are going to decide who's taking that lion's share of the prize pool today, who gets their winner's interview, and just in general, who is the best player on this day.
Fortunately, the top level players are going to give their best no matter what.
Oh, yeah.
They hit this top spot beyond just the money. They want the pride. They want the talking points. You know, Joe, you want to go up to the chat and be like, yo, I'm like that. I'm that guy. That's two-time
Let 'em know.
qualified. Who amongst you is
That's
like
a
me?
good point.
Yo, can you
That's a
imagine?
good point.
Joe about to be nasty with, but Sayff, despite him being a kind-hearted person, he played Ken in a nasty sort of way. Grand finals for the mid-best in Canada, but mostly Canada right now. It's going to be Sayff and Joe. People, let's get it.
Dang, Sayff's got the king in the north as well. Ooh, my man knows. He said, I run Canada. Two of Canada's finest going at it. First person shooter mode for real.
I mean, Luke kind of is like that with the fireball.
Oh,
like
yeah.
The parry, though, he's ready with it for the defense.
Speaking of which, you already see the parry. It's the drive rush follow-up. There's such good spacing from Joe Umerogan. Now he's too far to get the punish, but a jump there. Sayff. He's really found the rhythm of his opponent's fireball game.
Really important, especially against Luke. Super hard, super important. Considering how that fireball comes through. Drive rush throw, though. Now we're pressing the issue with buttons.
You notice. Spine busters all day.
Him on the mat. Goes back. Perfect parry, looking for that crouching medium punch, but Sayff knows the power of that button. He's been hit by that.
Yeah, he's looking for a few whip punishes on it with the stand light kick. He's just trying to stay out of that range, really. See, look, like he'll walk in and then wait for him to press. That's why Joe went with the stand fierce, right? He's like, I'm not trying to whip on you.
Let me switch it up a little bit.
Something that goes a bit further.
Oh, one strike high kick right after. Run, cancel, enhance Satsu. Pokey.
No confirma level 2.
Trade. He went for it. Safe and burnout, though, so it makes sense. OD.
Tipi. Round para Joe.
I like that. Joe now putting the first round on the board. Like we said, this man is coming for the top spot. He's got the confidence. He wants everybody to know.
Also, fortunate. That sweep you see Sayff put out every so often. Send heavy kick, punch down, drive up, and fierce. Of course, enhance Tatsu. Seeing your any conversion will take you there. Oh, the corner. I'm talking about the corner right now. Jin is being dumped
Level
out,
3.
level 3.
Jim Ride combos on point, bro.
Yep.
Buenas, Francis. Y buenas, Fatef Kuru. Bienvenidos sean. Ay, me olvidé de ver algo. Hostia, gracias Yarin por el raid. Se agradece bastante. Que no lo había visto. Bah, desgraciadamente creo que ya en un mal momento. Tenemos el clásico Ken vs Luke. Y como Joe ya estaba clasificado, Sayff se clasifica. Así que tenemos 8 Kens. 8 Kens en la Capcom Cup. Sí, estoy así en el bunker. Esto lo más... acá da igual quien gane. El Sayff ya está clasificado ya que Joe Umerogan ya está clasificado por ganar el World Warrior de Canadá East. Ya que desgraciadamente Jack quedó eliminado. El mismo Joe lo eliminó. Así que con esto ya queda confirmado que Sayff está clasificado. Gane o pierda ahora la Grand Finals. Porque ahora están peleando por dinero solo. Esta es una regla que debería arreglar Capcom. Para los que hayan clasificado de un evento clasificatorio, no tienen que participar en otro evento Capcom Cup, otro evento clasificatorio. Porque el tema del gatekeep se está volviendo desesperante. Y eso arruina el competitivismo. Para otros eventos que no sean clasificatorios está bien, pero para un evento que es clasificatorio, que la gente se está jugando por un dinero que puede cambiar la vida, en este caso $1 millón, ¿para qué te vas a poner a gatekeepear un puesto que los demás están peleando con uñas y dientes? No entiendo. Eso nunca lo entenderé. Que esperemos que para la Capcom Cup 2024 cambien esa regla. De que los jugadores que ya hayan clasificado no tengan que jugar otro evento clasificatorio. Para no arruinarle el spot a alguien que más lo necesita. Así que con esto obviamente tenemos, por ahora, 47-48 son 11 looks, 8 Kens 6 DJs,
That looks funny too, 'cause they crouch
5 Juris,
kill, block a jab, crouch me.
4 Chonlis,
What you know? He's like, I'm gonna get back in with it. Mile long button.
¿quién más había? 3 JPs,
Pierce anti-air, even more solid with that crouch me.
3 Dalsim.
Big follows right now. Not dropping no perfect enough.
Los únicos que no están en Capcom Cup son
The one
Aki,
jab from Sayff into block, he respects the
Honda.
hell out of that crouch medium punch, man.
Wait, please don't make me-
Yeah, he knows.
He understands how that lands.
Jamie
That crouch melee punch again, trying to catch the walk back.
Lily
Here's the back throw back
y
in.
Manon.
The overhead.
5 de esos personajes no están en la Capcom Cup clasificados. 5 de los 20 están clasificados ya. 15 de los 20 ya están clasificados, siendo dominantes en cantidad Luke, Ken y DJ. Esos 3 son los que tienen más entradas.
Taking the fireballs. Sayff not going for any more parries anymore. Just waiting for the right opportunity. Maybe
Luke con 11, sumando obviamente al Luke con control moderno. Ken ahora el segundo puesto con 8. Y DJ con 6. Después de eso lo sigue Juri. Tras eso le sigue Wille, Chun-Li. Porque de Guy tenemos a Nakodu, tenemos a Rainpro, tenemos a Kava y tenemos a Destroy Gods. 4. Ay, ¿qué pasó? Ay, espero que no se haya desconectado el chat. No. Gracias a Adrianis por el follow y a Cory Bear también. Lo siento si no les hablo tanto. La concentración por ver el chat a veces se hace más centrada. A ver acá, antes voy a ver qué pasó acá. Sí, esto va bien transmitiendo. Pensé que se había trabado, pero no, va todo bien. Pero ok, Sayff puede llevárselo. Aunque da igual, gane o pierda. Ahora, básicamente, posiblemente Joe ya se está dejando perder porque de igual forma ya cumplió su cometido. Así que tenemos básicamente con esto 3 canadienses. Sí, 3 canadienses de Capcom Cup. Joe Umerogan, Sayff y Mikex, que serían 2 Kens y un Luke. 2 Kens y un Luke representando Canadá. No. Se está dejando perder el Joe. Tournament point para Sayff. Se está dejando básicamente perder con esto. Level 3.
Empty jump allowing him to block the DP. Now he's in full control.
With that button, can Joe get outside this corner? Crushing medium punch with no follow-up, no commitment with it. Ready with it.
Buah. Esto ya está perdido ya para Joe. Pero cumplió su cometido. Cumplió su cometido Joe con esto. ¿Lo mata? Sí. Baseball, baby. Lo mata. Estos 2 personajes van a arruinar completamente la Capcom Cup. El Angry Bird usa Ken. Usa Ken. Cuando hicieron las entrevistas, cuando estuvieron en Japón, marcando que el Ken no es top 5. Y lo digo en serio, el Feno me estuvo haciendo entrevistas a los mejores jugadores de Japón y la mitad de ellos dijeron que Ken no era top 5. Y cuando hay ahora 8 Kens clasificados, 8 Kens en la Capcom Cup. 8 Kens clasificados ahora con esto. En Gosenpai Cup. Qué madre mía con esto. No. ¿Lo mata? Lo mata. Sí. Esto estaba arreglado ya. No le, o sea, no le servía para nada. Joe estaba dejándose ganar, lo más probable. Se dejó ganar. Se vio claramente que Joe se dejó ganar por Sayff, porque ya había cometido su objetivo.
Good stuff from Sayff, the entire Canadian scene. But again, these jumpers, I think, really started off the pressure. Like, you can't go out fireballs from start, and then it led to an anti-jump.
Así que tenemos 8 Kens con esto. 8 Kens de Capcom Cup. Angry Bear, Phenom, Kusanagi México, Mikex. ¿Quién más? Ah, esto está en la página de la Wikipedia. Espera, voy a buscarla ahora mismo. Porque esto va a terminar. No, me lo escribí mal.
Kind of bringing the whole wheel of options to the table, and that's what's really tough. When kid players are doing that, that's when they're at their best, right? Because there's so much that's on the mental stack of the opponent that it's impossible to react to everything as you should, and Sayff just exploited that time and time again. Beautiful stuff. And hey, shout outs to Chris T, man. He called that earlier in the day. He said, I don't see anybody taking down Sayff, maybe Dual Kevin. And right there, Sayff,
porque van a hacer el corte. Espera, cuando hagan el corte ya muestro cómo ha quedado la tabla de clasificados. Y ahí está. Así ha quedado todo. Zhen tuvo la mala suerte que cometió un error fatal que le costó la Winners Finals contra Jack, que fue el segundo hit del OD. Del OD Sway le costó carísimo, muerte por chipeo. Y Jack aprovechó eso para robarle el set. Si eso no hubiera pasado, hubiera sido Zhen que se evitaría Sayff. Ahora solo queda un último spot antes de la Capcom Cup. El Last Chance Wildfire el 16 de febrero. En realidad el 17 de febrero empieza el LCQ, que ese va a estar estaqueado a rajatabla. Va a estar recontra estaqueado el LCQ. ¿Qué pasa, Francis? Espera, a ver, cuando termine ya muestro la página principal acá para que veamos las estadísticas finales, porque solo queda el puesto del LCQ y después ya sabremos qué pasará. No lo sé aún, porque el LCQ va a estar estaqueado a rajatabla. Así que con esto vamos a ver las estadísticas finales de la Capcom Pro Tour. A ver un momento. Acá están. Ya tenemos a todos los que hay. Ya están todos. El último de aquí, que va a ser ahora Sayff. Estos son todos los clasificados que hay. Ahora con esto tenemos 8 Kens clasificados. Tenemos a Angry Bear, Kusanagi de México, a Phenom y ahora a Sayff. Acá van 4. Y luego por World War tenemos a Mikex. Tenemos a... ¿quién más? A Fandroid, a Takamura, a Halibel y a Crossover. Para representando Ken. Y Deluxe tenemos bastantes. Tenemos a Chris Wong aquí. Tenemos a Enel. Tenemos a... ¿dónde está? A Kawano, que ganó el CPT más jodido de todos, que es el de Japón. Ahí van 4 que el Lux. Solo estoy contando los que usan look de primario, no los secundarios. Ahí van 4 looks hasta ahora. Joe y Dual Kevin, que estaban gatekeepeando. Ahí van 6 looks. Mirken, que ganó porque Phenom fue el que se llevó el World Warrior de EU, Europe Northeast. Por lo que Mirken, al llegar segundo, se ganó la clasificación. Tenemos luego... ¿dónde está? A Sol BNG, que es look con control moderno. Tenemos a Junino Raz, aunque Junino también usa, además de Luke, usa Ryu. Y después nadie más. Porque si contaran los secundarios, habría 11 Lukes. Quitando a los que usan, a los que no usan secundarios, habría 9 Lukes. Después solo tenemos un Rashid, que es el Gachikun. Luego de Chun-Li's tenemos a Travis, porque aunque use Juri también, él es más Chun-Li player. Ahí tenemos una Chun-Li acá. El resto de las Chun-Li's están acá en el CQ, o sea, en World Warrior. O sea, tenemos a Travis, va una Chun-Li. Tenemos a Balmastri y a Leshar, que Leshar ahora está en el mismo team que el Ni, o sea, DRX. Van 3 Chun-Lis aquí. Tenemos a Anik de Bangladesh, que ganó el World Warrior de Asia West. Van 4 Chun-Lis. Y nadie más. Y luego las Yuris. Las Yuri. Que casi todas las Yuri son de World Warrior. Nephew fue la primera Yuri. Después fue Kagami, o mejor conocido como Uma. Van 2 Yuris. Después tenemos a Samuel. El señor Samuel, que se llevó el World Warrior de Spain, Portugal. Van 3 Yuris ahí. Y luego Despair King, o mejor conocido como Long Su, que se llevó el World Warrior de China. Ahí van 4 Yuris. Porque si contara la secundaria de Travis serían 5 Yuris. Y de JP solo tenemos 3 JP solo clasificados. Tenemos a Duki. Tenemos... ¿dónde está? ¿Dónde está? Representando a Rof. Van 2. Y a DCQ. 3 JP solo tenemos. Pensé que habría más JP, pero no. Luego 4 Guiles, que son Kava, Nakudu, Destroy Gods y Rain Pro. Y solo una Kami. Solo una Kami clasificada, que es Bravery. Debido a que el que lo ganó fue Hsien, que ya estaba clasificado. Que Hsien ahora está en el mismo team que el tibetano, que es Gaming Goliath. O Gaming Gladiators en este caso. O sea, Hsien fue agregado al team Gaming Gladiators al igual que tibetano. ¿Cómo la ven? Pero de lo que pase ahora en el LCQ va a decidir todo. Va a decidir todo quién va a ser el último spot para la Capcom Cup. Y ese LCQ va a estar reñido, que obviamente trataré de transmitirlo completamente. Y ya sé que va a ser larguísimo, que va a ser el 17 de febrero. La última chance para entrar en la Capcom Cup. Y después de eso veremos cómo serán los grupos que se armarán. Porque esto va a ser round robin, como pasó el año pasado. Así que ya veremos lo que pasará. Así que vamos a ver. Que ahora con esto lo hemos terminado. Vamos a hacer una raidecita antes de irme. Porque esto se va a poner buenísimo. Así que básicamente ahora estos fines de semana antes del 17 de febrero regresaré a la transmisión normal de contenido normal que tenía antes. Así que veamos qué podemos hacer. Oh, ya sé a qué puedo hacer el raid. Que está ahora mismo en directo. El señor Daifon, que ahora tuvo acceso ya hoy al Under Night 2. Que para los que hayan preordenado la versión tocha, tienen el juego antes a partir de hoy. Pero al resto después tienen que esperar hasta el 25 de enero. Y al mismo tiempo este viernes, el viernes 26, llega el Tekken 8. Y a la vez de eso, el 29, o si no era el 31, llega el Final Fantasy 7. Así que vamos a hacer esa raid ahora mismo. Ahí está. Antes de irme, porque ya hemos terminado por hoy. Y poco que decir, gente. Nos veríamos ahora. No, me equivoqué la raid.